Vibe blowing at the J. Got the loud jumping at the pad. Everything I'm on slack. Everything I do is got the Benz jumping at the bag. Vibe blowing at my J. Got the loud jumping at the bag. Everything I'm on slack.
Maybe with the Brazilian, this would be the first.
They wild, I think.
I'm innocent.
Bro, you hear that guy? What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. Well, welcome back to the motherfucking Wake Up Show. Part of the Free Agent Lifestyle podcast here on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. You in here with the Bruce Wayne of this ish. The King of Kings, the King of Content. And the speaker of truth, yours truly, the notorious one, a.k.a. Mr. Coachellini, better known as the prognosticator, Coach Stradamus. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy in the whole fucking show. The CEO, Nigga, of Fix His Binds, LLC. The unbinder, the undebatable, the undisputed best edutainment here on YouTube. You can call me Senor Gregorio Graybeard. The ladies love to call me Mr. Third Leg Greg. Was just also the man with no trabajo, the anointed one.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah. The Mitch Slapper, also known as the founding father of the After Pill. I am the junior college sociologist, the Morpheus of the mating matrix, the chocolatey Confucius, the Black Moses, the deliverer, also known as the man that walks in the spirit of Elijah. I'm the man with more nicknames than anyone in the game, but in case you forget those names, just call me CGA. See God Allah, and I be the 12-time demonetized champion of YouTube. It is the weekend, my ninjas. What's up for the weekend?
What's up, nigga? What's up for the weekend, nigga?
All right, we got technical difficulties early this morning. My television didn't want to work this morning. I'm a little bit glitchy, and behind the scenes, my Instagram is not working. So that's going to mess up Snow Bunny heaven for a lot of people. But it seems like it's catching on. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. It was one of these mornings today. All right, came into the studio, was getting going, moving, and grooving. I had a red ant invasion in my garage, and came in to set up my stream, and it was a little bit foggy. But, hey, as they say, one monkey don't stop the show, and the show must go on. Also have a nose hair tickling me. I mean, a mustache hair tickling me as I'm talking. So it's one of these days. It's one of these days out here. All right. It's just one of those days. All right, man. Let me see if I can get this stuff. I'm trying to work behind the scenes to get everything ready But a lot of glitches this morning. All right, unexpected, but it's okay. It was working good all the way up until about 8 a.m. and everything went to shit. But it's all good in the neighborhood. We're going to have some snow bunnies on your screen. Today's main event, speaking of snow bunnies, Dr. Umar out here defending Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, or Diddy, out here defending him, saying, well, buying cat should not institute a RICO case. All right, we're going to discuss this in a minute. All right, at the main event, we're going to discuss it. He says right here, buying peace leave has been something that has been done since forever. And why is P. Diddy being dragged out in front of everybody for what they would call trafficking punani? Now, we know that trafficking punani can get you hemmed up, but at the end of the day, a lot of people traffic punani. All right, not me. I don't traffic no punani. But he was like, buying peace leave and taking it from coast to coast for Cassie should not constitute a crime. We're going to figure out if you believe and agree with Dr. Umar, if that is the case. We also have Straggle and Sniggle Theater, No Doom and Gloom CGA. We have Crime and Law CGA featuring teenage gangsters in the Bronx. All right, teenage gangsters in the Bronx. All right, and when I say teenage gangsters, I mean teenage female gangsters. All right, coming out pregnant with Rodamed's child and all of that. All right, we got teenage female gangsters running around, running rampant in New York City. And we also have a woman that says if she was a man, she would date a single mother. All right. If she were a man, she would date a single mother. Single mothers would be the ideal person for them. All right, so let me do me a favor here. I see one of my lights aren't on as well as the television. All right, so we got a lot of stuff going on here today. It's one of those days. Why they do me that? There's my lights in the background right there. All right, so we got those lights on, and we're raring to go. But to contribute to today's show, $, the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV. You got PayPal, paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams, and that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. Yes, and yes. We're going to get it going, man. Thank you for the early supporters. Let's get to the earlier contributors to today's show. All right, what do we got here? We got our brother here, Larry C. Happy Flatback Friday to all of y'all in the Coach gang. Shout out to y'all brothers out here. Flatback's coming up soon. He says, would you be kind and play the F All You Hoes song if it's available, or the victory lap for our guy, Kevin, the software tester. It's his birthday today. Much appreciated, Coach. Shout out to Kevin. Long time Money Mindset person right there. And do I have the F All You Hoes? There it is. It's been a while.
Man, fuck all you hoes.
Happy birthday to Kevin.
Fuck you and your man.
Yeah, I forgot about that sound effect. All right. Yeah, happy birthday to our brother Kevin, man. Congratulations on your birthday. It's his birthday, too. NGN says, as a Gen Z, it's freeing to know that women never love men and are loyal to number one, themselves, and number two, men at the top, a.k.a. Might decides right. Shout out to you, Nature. He says, thank you for connecting the dots for young men who are wise enough to listen and adapt. That is most important. Listen and adapt. All right, being able to adapt is going to be important. Why is it so hard for guys to live life without religion, family, and or the pursuit of love? Great question. I often know that the comforts, the things that are comfortable. He says, I think most men truly don't value freedom, but rarely and rather be a good slave to society and others, and they love being liked. What say you, the great Coach Alini? These things make us comfortable. They somewhat answer questions without answering them. And people like comfortable things, all right? Even though most of these things are proven to be fallible or not able to be proven. But we love comfortable things, and we love to be able to explain them. In fact, without valid information, data, or science, most people arrive at conclusions that make them comfortable. Religion is one of those things, although I love for people to be able to practice their religion. I never would tell people to stop it. But it's just a thing that makes them comfortable, makes them seem important, makes them feel seen, also makes them have a belief of what's going to happen in the afterlife. It answers a question without answering it. And faith and all of these things in family. We hold on to these things for comfort. And a lot of people cannot be without these things. And in fact, if you say you don't need these things, people think you're the weirdo, you know. But I'm a true free agent. So, yeah, man, it is one of those things. We need love and we need family. It's more important. And what about money? No, we don't need none of that. It don't make you happy, right? The things that are real, we don't need that. What about some peace leave? Oh, we don't need that either. Oh, okay. The Mitch Slapper. Shout out to you, brother. Daniel Mack is in the building. The Mitch Slapper. Appreciate you for being here. Child of Thanos, free agent lifestyle to the Fat Lady Sings or the Kaylee Screams. All right, shout out to the Chocolate Solution. He says, I am not afraid to lose people or lose in general in life. If I am afraid, then I have a far bigger problem on my hands than what I've lost. Bet on yourself. Sharpen your craft. Thank you, coach. Free agent lifestyle, and it's for life. Shout out to you. Yeah. Again, you got the winners. The winners win. Not many people win. So when you have a lifestyle, a mindset like that, you're ready to win. People are always going to be there, fam. We talked about that earlier this week. All right. Let me see here. The Dark Side Foundation says, Coach, Diddy's weakness was that he wanted absolute control. He could have at least 100 Cassies and maintain freak-offs if he kept it exclusive to pros. At the end of the day, there are no victims in this situation. They all got what they wanted. Facts, I believe so. I believe so. All of the people got what they wanted. They got what they wanted. They got what they feel. Right, but they did. Cassie got what she wanted until she didn't get what she wanted. And a lot of people, they got what they wanted. Them girls and Daddy Kane suing them, they got what they wanted. Listen, there was no secret who Diddy was when these people came into their lives, but they wanted fame. They wanted the riches. They wanted the bitches. They wanted the life. They want to be around. They wanted it. They made a deal with the devil, and the devil always produces a receipt. All right, they wanted to be in the orgies and the parties. They wanted to be next to the people. They just didn't want to pay the price. They didn't want to pay the price, and now they're the victim. We got all volunteers in this story. I don't feel shit about these people. All right, I don't feel shit about them. They ain't no better than the next. All right, but we'll talk about it. We got our brother Adrian Paul. He says, don't need the whole roll of bunnies, just two. All right, shout out to you, Flatback Supreme Livy Dunn, and Kaylee. You want me to hit you with the Kaylee. All right, let's get her up here. Where is Kaylee?
Hi, my name is Kaylee. I'm a blonde. I have no tips. I make boys fall in love with me. They always throwing fits. I like being single. No, I've never been cuffed. These boys want a relationship, but I'm just trying to fuck.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Kaylee seems like the type of girl that will come through and I can fix this Urbine. Shout out to Monte, says, gun to your head, name 3 Megan Thee Stallion songs. I don't know any WAP. All right, Body Yaddy Yaddy. And there was another one that came out. The Chinese song. The I'm a Star. All right. Watashi wa Star. That's all I know. All right, Megan Thee Stallion. She has never appealed to me at all. I have zero appeal. But, you guys know I have a type. That woman does not appeal to me in the least. All right. She is not a good looking woman. She's a typical butterface that ninjas be. She's a typical butterface. Like when, ninjas be like, oh, Megan Thee Stallion. And I look at her. First thing I look at is her face. And I think she look ugly to me. I mean, she look like a dude. She look like a gorilla. All right. In the face. And I'm trying to be nice. She's not attractive in the face at all. All right. But then after that, I'm like, I typically, her body's a little bit overdeveloped, like it's a little bit obnoxious, but that's ninja meat. Typical ninja, poor ninja meat body. And she's attracted to poor people. No, it's just like she a butterface, man. I'm like, her face is ugh. All right, ninja. That's the first thing I looked at. I was like, who are they talking about? Then I was like, that? Oh my goodness, she terrible looking in the face. All right, anyway. All right, anyway. I need the face to be popping at least. Decent. I needed to look. Yeah, she looked like a dude in the face. Yeah, typical ninja bait. All right, but anyway, if you like her, go ahead. I'm not trying to say, but she's nothing to me. I'm like, He says I'm tripping. All right, look. Oh, she from Houston? All right, hold on for a second. Let's pull her up, I'm just out of curiosity. Megan Thee Stallion. All right, we're going to see what you guys are talking about. And I won't pick no bad pictures. I'll pick all the best pictures up. All right, just so we can see, just out of curiosity, what we're looking at. All right, here we go. There we go. Let's click on 5 pictures. We're going to take 5 random photos of this woman. And we're going to see. All right, so this one right here, random. All right. All right, there's the first photo. Bruh, hell no. Hell no. All right, no. I mean, weird, bro. And I lived in the South, so no. All right, that's the first random. We'll just take random photos. That's a no. All right. Okay, I don't even see what we're looking at here. Okay, the next photo, random. All right, this one right here. Right here. This is attractive. This is attractive. This is what I'm supposed to stop the show on. All right, we'll take another one. We'll take another one. Random. All right, right here. All right, there we go right there. Man, that looks too much like a male with makeup on. I mean, that's 3. All right, we'll take 2 more randoms. We'll take 2 more random photos. I'll scroll down. All right, here we go right here. I mean, what am I missing? Am I missing something here? I must have bad taste. All right, we'll take 1 more random photo. Random. All right, I'll try to close my eyes this time. I'll try to close my eyes. All right, I'll scroll down right here. All right, here we go right here. This is Ninja. What the hell? Oh my God, no way. All right, did I prove my case? I mean, or no? I mean, I'm not trying to, if that's your taste, that's your speed. Everybody has a speed. I mean, I don't see it. I really don't see it at all. Something's not right. Something's not right. I'm like, you can't put somebody in front of me and I ain't just going to like any old body. All right. I mean, listen. All right. Anyway, you're like, because she's a black woman. Oh, and she looked like a pro wrestler in the face. All right. She looked like she could get in the ring and be like, can you smell what Meg is cooking? All right. Anyway. All right. Because I got Tyler here. As long as Tyler's here, Megan Thee Stallion ain't going to be on my list. All right. Hold on for a second. All right. Who derailed the show? As long as Tyler is here, there can be no Meg Thee Stallion. All right. As long as we have this running around. As long as this runs around here right now, out here free and loose, as long as this woman exists right here, all right, there could be no Meg Thee Stallion, not even in the top 20. Not even in the top 20. As long as this woman could be running around the world on Al Gore's internet, all right, there can be no Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion cannot make the list. All right, anyway. All right, yo. All right, anyway, everybody has a type. Everybody has a type. Shout out to Pro Mansplainer says, Coach Stradamus, how do you prognosticate P. Diddy Floyd? All right, yeah, he's going down. I don't think he can. I don't think he can make it. All right, he ain't gonna make it. All right, this is it. Somebody's already got a conspiracy theory saying there's a body double in the jail cell. All right, there's a body double in the jail cell. I'm like, already? Oh my goodness. Shout out to Caitlin. What's up, coach? So Shohei Ohtani created the first 50-50 season in baseball history. He looks like he's worth every penny of that $700 million in just 1 year. If you were a woman, he says, if you gave a woman that money, would she even be worth a diamond necklace or time spent At a luxury place, probably not. All right. I don't think any woman has $700 million. I mean, they do if they went through a divorce, but yeah. Anyway. So who thinks Diddy has a body double in there? No government name. If anyone defends Diddy after the facts against him, they shouldn't be taken seriously or need a mental evaluation. Yeah, I think he left out a couple of details related to Diddy, but we'll play it and see what you guys say about it. All right, see about it. Shout out to Pro Man. Says, I have to admit, I haven't finished last night's stream. He says, I couldn't get past Nancy Mace calling out Boomer as Michael Eric Dyson. He says, I know he is watching you today. The Pink Toes got him. All right. The pro-blacks love white women. Don't get it twisted. They just don't know how to talk to them. It's kind of like they automatically disguise. Secretly, they love white women. All pro-blacks. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. And I proved it yesterday. Shout out to our brother here, Sizzo. Happy Free Agent Lifestyle Friday, Coach. Looking back, all of Diddy's ad-libs did not age well. I thought I told you that we won't stop. He says, yes, indeed. Shout out to him.
Hey, yo, chill.
And he spoke in code a bit. He says, much love from the Yob Mob gang out here. Shout out to the Yob Mob gang. All right, man. Look, let's get some snow bunnies on your screen. Dr. Umar is about to be irate, but we got to do it. It is that time. It is that time to see the petite time, the demure time. Let's get the music going right now. You should see my screen. I got so much shit going on my screen right now, but we gonna get it going right now. Water. Here we go. Woo, wait, we gonna start off. This one right here, I need to find who she is. Oh, yeah. Let's get some snow bunnies on your screen right now. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness. Can she come over tonight? Can you come over to play? All right, somebody need to find her or where she at. All right, and then she got her feet out, too. Oh, my goodness, the demure flatbacks. All right, the golf course flatbacks. Ooh, that's a nice swing, too. Oh, my goodness. Hello. Yes, indeed, the clone flatbacks. Let's go. The cowboy boot flatbacks. Hello. Oh, not the country line dancing flatbacks. Oh, my goodness. Look at all that lice. Oh, my God. What in the... Hold up. What the hell? Oh, my God. No way. Oh, my goodness. What is this, Ninja? Oh, my goodness. That is quite the... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh, the thick time. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Goodness. Goodness. She thick. Oh my goodness. Not a redhead too. Uh-oh. We got punching bags, snow bunnies. All right, here we go. Oh, they dressed up. They demure and strong. Oh, my goodness. Molly and Holly out here. All right, they knocking your head off. Goodness. Oh, now we got some flatback Supremes out here. These Serbian flatbacks. Here we go. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Okay, is this the thick time? Oh, my goodness. Them some juggies right there. All right, goodness. Look at all these. Oh, my goodness. Hello.
Where the white women at?
Oh, my goodness. All right.
Hey, where are the white women at?
There they at right there, Ninja. Let's go. Flatback heaven right here. There you go, my ninjas right there.
Where the white women at?
There they at. All right. Dr. Umar will be featured in this main event, but yes, he has a lot to say about you ninjas out here with these snow bunny obsessions. All right. Dr. Umar has this to say.
Who told you the black man is no good?
All right. Hold on for a second. Let's Let's play him.
For giving that pink punani to your black man. The next day she bent over giving that pink punani to your black man. She tell the black woman with your silly asses that the black man is no good. And right after she turns you against the black man, she got that pink punani bent over, flat ass up in the air, giving him those flat uncooked Cinnabons. Oh yes. How you gonna make her turn you against the black man and all she do is take your man? The same man she told you was no good, she up there baking those white ice cookies for him. That pink punani be right up in the air with that flat ass of hers.
Oh my goodness, Dr.
Oh, the humanity.
Dr. Umar, man, chill out.
Hey yo, chill, son. Hey yo.
Dr. Umar, you got some issues, man, with all of this obsession with the snow bunnies here. He also had this to say about you obsessed with the snow bunnies out here since Dr. Umar is making an appearance on today's show. He had this to say right here.
I don't want the conscious singles convention to become a freak off. I don't want the conscious singles convention to become a freak off. We don't want it to become a freak off, no Diddy. We don't want it to become a freak off, no Diddy. Snow bunny rehab. We definitely going to have the snow bunny rehab.
Oh.
We definitely, black men who can't stay away from the Caucasian flesh. We're going to have a salsa bunny rehab, a ice bunny rehab, a rice bunny rehab, and a sand bunny rehab. We're going to have rehabs. Don't worry about it, brothers. Oh, yeah, we need a coon retreat. Thank you, my brother. How do I forget about that?
Yeah.
A raccoon recovery retreat, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. We need a raccoon recovery retreat for all the coons. We left out the damn coons. How are we going to have a retreat movement and we didn't have a raccoon recovery retreat? We got to have a coon retreat to try to heal all the coons and find out why they keep working against the people. We got to have a raccoon recovery retreat. We got to have a raccoon recovery retreat. Parents of rainbow gang children, that's a good retreat.
All right, man. Shout out to Dr. Umar out here with all these retreats. But at the end of the day, Dr. Umar,
Where the white women at?
that's what we want to know on Friday. All right, we don't care about all that bullshit you talking about, bruh. All right, we don't care about all that bullshit we talk about, man. We want to know this.
Hey, where the white women at?
That's what we want to know on a Friday. All right, Dr. Umar, we'll have fun with you later. Oh, pause. All right. But we won't have that type of fun.
Chill, son.
No freak offs. All right, no freak offs. But we do have a show coming up. And so we need to get back to the earlier contributors to the day show and then get the show kicked off with Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Oh, man. Okay, we got, let's see. Let's go over here. My stuff's out of order. Thank you for the support, by the way. Appreciate y'all. And we got our brother here, Enigma WPG. Thank you for passing on your experience, coach. Being down bad after divorce grape, BBWs could smell desperation on my profile. Almost had a big back lined up, but the post-nut clarity would have been horrendous. He says, I just could not do it, and I abstained. Thank you, CGA and the coach gang. Shout out to you. He was about to get him a big-backed gordita or something, and he said, I couldn't do it. Kevin W. with the happy birthday. Shout out to our brother, and he sponsored the show on his birthday. All right, shout out to you, brother, out here. Happy birthday to Kevin, the software tester out here. He's not only turning, I don't even know his birthday, probably in his 30s, and also he's starting a business. He's about to launch a business. I mean, he's been working on it for a long time. Congratulations. Happy birthday to you. And thank you for the support on your birthday, my ninja. Yes, G says hit the like button. Get them binds fixed. LLC. Fixes buying LLC cards. Yeah, we got them. Fixes binds LLC. All right, Ninjas is looking it up on the business registry right now. Leo K. Diddy's trouble began when he sued the liquor company, is it Diageo, over their tequila partnership involving brands like Ciroc and De Leon. I don't drink that much, so. He says, simply put, these people are highly connected and very protective of their money. And people have insinuated that that's where it started. So sometimes, you know, you got to pick your battles. Sometimes you got to pick your battles. Sometimes, you know, you don't want people to punk you. You're like, I ain't going to let nobody punk me. But sometimes you got to be like, all right, you got to let shit go. Jeff, I get it. I mean, it's a tough situation here. Jeff, the producer, hashtag Coach Gang, hashtag Becca Gang, and Superman. We got a real Superman in the building because I told you, you guys are Superman. We got Superman in the building. Shout out to you. And I think that's it for now. So that means let's get into the first part of the show, which should be Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Oh, yes, it is. It's Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Let's go.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
It's Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Have you ever heard of this woman? She is I think she's a congresswoman. Her name is Representative Jasmine Crockett. All right, and so she is over the House Oversight Committee, and there is, I guess, an oversight committee, a legacy of incompetence and the consequences of the Biden-Harris administration policy failures. All right, and so they're holding a meeting, as you would say, and let me go ahead and pull her up on the screen. Is this the one? There she is right there, Jasmine Crockett. You've seen some stuff before from her. She basically came up with the bad-built blonde butch body. Bad-built blonde butch body. Basically, she's a black woman, and she wears some very fancy wigs, and that bad-built blonde butch body, Marjorie Taylor, called her out on her wigs and makeup. But that's neither here nor there. Well, this woman took over yesterday, and this is her. So let me show you what she was doing. By the way, she made some valid points, but she was acting a whole straggle in this meeting. So let me see if I can do it. I might have to refresh my screen because my Instagram was acting up. Let me see here when I came in and logged on. Hold on for a second. Where is it at? All right, where's it at? Okay, here. Where's my, okay, I can't even skip the clips. All right, my IG really acting up today. It won't even let me get to the clips. All right, this is crazy. All right, let me see if I can swipe. Nope. All right, they're going to do it. Oh, I found it. Okay, all right, so here we go. Here we go right here.
Best example of what waste, fraud, and abuse looks like, because the only reason we're having this hearing is because somebody got their feelings hurt in a debate, and I don't understand why we're wasting taxpayer dollars. Next time, tell your big boy to show up and be ready to handle the woman in the room who hopefully will become the next president of the United States. Nevertheless, while we do have two amazing authors from Project 2025, which it seems like everybody got the memo, like, yes, I'm going to double down and say it's my thing, but I'm going to make sure I also say that it ain't our homeboys thing, because we know that it doesn't poll very well with the American people, because the American people are woke enough to recognize that there is nothing good in it for them. So with that being said, Ms. Perryman, I'm just curious, and this is yes or no. Is Trump's name ever mentioned in Project 2025? Yes or no? Just yes or no. Oh. I got you. I got you. You know what?
All right, so we got
in
a
the
few more
document
clips.
itself.
Yes.
There are a number of references.
States are struggling, right?
I think the United States actually fared better than the rest of the world.
Oh, yeah. In fact, we are, correct?
I think so, yeah.
All right, but inflation still hurts, and so that's why we have a candidate that has an actual plan instead of concepts of a plan. Or as I like to say, Trump only has offered concepts of constitutionality mixed with coordinations of a coup. But nevertheless, we're going to move on. I want to talk about...
Okay, so this is basically a straggle performance. Nothing she's right now, she's submitted no evidence. She's basically cornering people with questions. She's actually throwing in a little bit of darts like, okay, he's up there, attempted coup. These are all talking points that have been pretty much dismissed, but this is how she's conducting herself, and they're letting her to conduct herself in this manner. And this is the important point. This is the important point.
Ban. I'd also...
This is the sapphire stuff that I talked about. And guess what? I always tell you, like, for some reason, when men say these type of women have attitudes, okay, they say, well, not all black women have attitudes. That's a stereotype. But then when this is exhibited, guess what happens? They celebrate it. So let's go to the comments right here. All right, we got Jamie Foxx, incredible. Really? Okay. Says right here, I love how she opened doors for us in the workplace because I'm done code switching. Okay, we have this one here. Boy, I know them white folks hate to hear Jasmine Crockett talk. Get them. You see this? So they want it when it works for them, and then they want this type of representation. But of course, this type of representation does not lead to good family structures and any of that, good dating or none of that. Even men are defending this type of behavior. Now that's doing your black job. Okay. And then this one says the right wing is upset because they are currently being judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. And Jasmine stepping every time for her people. Protect her at all costs. Okay, some people want to see her debate Candace Owens. Them Trump supporters be quiet when them facts hit the table. So these are the type of things that I talked about right here, where the support always goes to the lowest class of the representation. I don't know about you. And this one right here, her professional reads are epic. Love it. Like, to me, listen, I'll give you another chance to listen to her. Okay, I'll give you another chance to listen to her and how she conducts herself. Now, this is what I would call no decorum. I would call this no decorum. It's just a lot of bit of straggle behavior and professional read. See, that it actually showcases to the lowest common denominator. The lowest common denominator loves this shit. All right, but let's see if we can figure it out here. Let's see what else she has to say.
Structure Act, correct?
To be clear, for the signature effort, $42
Yes or
million,
no? Have any dollars been spent?
not a
$1.
single person has been connected. There's
That's not my question, though. My question was, have any
issues? Senator Ted Cruz from
Okay,
Texas
I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. I'm reclaiming my time at this point.
Many of these bills,
I'm reclaiming my time, which means, Chairman, I'm going to ask you to stop my time because the witness is not.
Are you asking him a question? Or are you?
No, I'm not asking him a question. I reclaim my time.
All right. The chair recognizes Ms. Crockett.
Okay, now I was at 41, y'all, so go back up.
We'll give you 9 more seconds.
Okay, thank you so much. Here's the deal. You've testified a lot about the problem with.
Yeah, man, I can't co-sign for this shit. That's a whole L. That's an L. Why do people like that? Why do people like that? Why do people think that represents black people? I mean, if this represents black people, I give up my black card. Like for the 11th time on this show. This does not represent me. It does not represent what I would think the black people that want to become something better. She don't represent that. And a lot of people are like, we need more Congress people like that. I mean, this is absolutely disgusting display, in my opinion, because she's not trying to get anything accomplished. She's just cutting people off. And then when they don't give her the answer she wants, she complains. I want to get my time back. All right, this is absolutely low-class behavior, in my opinion. Absolutely low-class behavior. And I don't know, every time you guys big up this, it makes me realize that I'm not black, apparently. All right, I'm not black because I think that's low-class behavior. But anyway, I've seen lower-class behavior by even other folks, but I don't know why people celebrate this. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all because she's acting like a child to me. She's acting like a petulant child. All right, here we go right here, just so you can see. Dr. Heavenly, I love all of this. This is what's missing in politics. Accountability and not playing with these folks. Call them out. I like her. Classy with a little bit of hood. Yep. These ain't my people, man. I'm telling you, man, these aren't my people. These aren't my people. These people crazy, bruh. These people crazy. She a pure unadulterated straggle. All right. And Jamel Hill, if snatching wigs was a person, you see what you guys celebrate? You see Jamel Hill, she another crazy, irate race hustler. All right. And if snatching wigs was a person, do you see this? Now we're comparing this to snatching wigs. All right. In the House of Representatives. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some really, all politicians are not to be idolized, in my opinion. I don't idolize many politicians at all, if any. All right, but really, we're talking about snatching wigs and you guys are pathetic. All right, pathetic. All right, here we go right here. We also have Straggle and Sniggle Theater. We have a Torta. All right, eating cookies. Point of view. It says right here, your sibling walks in on you eating. Okay.
This is a semi-sweet chocolate chunk cookie. What the fuck are you doing? What the hell are all these cookies? There's no way your big ass is gonna eat all 6 of them. You need 6 bowls of salad, not 6 fucking diabetic cookies.
Oh.
That's chocolate chunk, bitch. You're fucking chunky.
Oh, no.
You eat more of those, you're gonna be fucking huge. You ain't no fucking cookie monster. You're a fucking torta monster.
Not the torta.
Take that shit off.
Oh, no. There she is right there. The torta monster. All right. And she's always hungry right here. She's hungry.
I'm always hungry.
All right. She definitely always hungry. She looked like she hungry right there. That's a whole torta. All right. Here we go.
You look goofy. Put on your gym outfit, not that. That's for little kids, bro.
Oh.
You look like a big kid.
A big kid.
I was doing it for the video. Fuck your videos, man. They suck.
Oh. Jesus. All right, the Torta monster, man. All right, goodness. She thick.
Oh, the humanity.
All right, she got some pretty eyes, but yeah, man. She was about to gobble down them cookies, and she got straight roasted. All right, there she is right there. She was about to gobble down them cookies, and look at that chin and that neck. Oh, man. Yep, she was about to get it. They always got their fingernails done, don't they? They always be having their fingernails done. Shout out to the Torta monster. He said, look, she was about to get them cookies right there. She was about to get them.
I'm always hungry.
Oh,
all I
man.
spend my money on is food.
Yep, there it is. All she spent her money on is food. All right, she was about to get them. She was about to get them. All right, we got Straggle and Sniggle Theater here. Oh, my goodness. Wait till you guys see this. A woman is going viral after upgrading her face and getting a BBL. There she, brother, is that real? Okay, let's.
Oh, the humanity.
Okay, so let's review what's going on here. All right, so this is an update of a BBL. You see the original picture there. I can't zoom in. All right, to the upper left-hand side. That's the original version of her, and this is now the final form. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and line it up.
Mira, yo a María Félix, lo único que tengo que decir es que fue la mujer más bella que existió en México, la que nos representó en todo el mundo, la que nos llevó, que nos dio a conocer a todos los mexicanos por su belleza, por su inteligencia, porque era una mujer muy inteligente y muy bella.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Yes, I suppose that is the final form right there. You might be addicted to surgery. You need to.
The humanity.
Oh, goodness. I think they botched it. I don't know if they were trying to fix it. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, you might should have gave up a long time ago. All right. I don't know who that is. I'm looking at her.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Apparently, man, this is probably definitely a psychological issue. I wonder what her name is. All right, look at that. Would y'all smash Megan Thee Stallion or her? All right, Megan Thee Stallion or this right here? Would you smash the body? All right, the body is all right. Y'all ninjas don't lean no good looking face. Apparently, I mean the body's pretty decent. But could you post nut look at this? All right, I couldn't post nut look at that. All right, we got Straggle Sniggle Theater here. Yeah, we got a woman here whose hair catches on fire, but she doesn't figure it out for a good 25 seconds. Take a look at your screen now. Her hair has caught on fire. All right, there it is right there. You can see her bending over. I don't know how she can't feel this, but even Michael Jackson probably had this issue back in the early 80s. And, you can normally smell hair burning, and she doesn't smell it at all. She's cooking. And her hair is on fire. She's like, boy, it's hot in here. All right. She's like this. She's like,
look what she did to my car. Look at this piece of my car. I can't stand this hole. I can't stand this bitch. Fuck this.
All right. She definitely on fire out there. Call the ambulance and the fire department. Yeah, that's some focus right there, man. Look, she like, damn, I'm sweating. Why is it so hot? All right, yeah, look at this. That's quite a long time. She's still off. Okay, man, she just felt it right there. I guess it was getting to the scalp. All right, that's amazing. All right, that's amazing that you couldn't feel that, but it ain't my problem. All right, Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Who likes to go on cruises? Who likes to go on cruises? All right, what type of cruises do you like to go on? Do you like to go on Carnival Cruise? Carnival Cruise? Well, we got a picture. We got a photo of the cruise outfits. It says right here, for 18 more days, they're ready to go on the cruise here. All right, they got some music on the background, so I can't put it, but take a look. Name this city. All right, we got cruise outfits coming up. They going to be ready to go. They going to be shining. Ooh, they clean as a whistle. Whew. They clean as a whistle, and he got his flat hat on. Okay, no hat today. All right. Oh no.
Oh, the humanity.
All right, whatever cruise they're going on, I will not be there. I'm out of there. Nope. Soon as I see these ninjas pull up, I'm not getting on that boat. All right, I'm not getting on the boat with these guys. What is this right here? And they ready to go? Is this Houston? Memphis, name this city. All right. Oh, they clean though. Look at them, man. Shout out to these ninjas. They clean. They ready to go for the cruise. They ready to go. And that's a big bag. What is this girlfriend doing? He must love her right there.
Big bag, big bag. Big bag, big bag.
Oh, man. And the big front, too. She got booty do. All right. Her stomach stick out more than her booty do. Shout out to our brother there. I think that's Lil Duval, or I can't remember what comedian that was. Oh, my. And they matching, too. Matchy. Kansas City. Is this Kansas City? Oh, this definitely Jackson, Mississippi. This got to be Jackson, Mississippi. All right. This is definitely Jackson. All right. Oh, man. Boy, oh, boy. I guess you do have somebody to love out here. You do have somebody to love, Ninja. All right. Anyway. All right. You don't need money, coach. You can get somebody for free. There's the free woman. Oh, man. Whatever cruise thing going on, I got to get out of there. All right. Why do all Democrats look like this? Is this the typical Democrat voter? This is the typical Democratic voter right here. Here we go.
This is how I travel as a COVID-conscious person. First, I use Covixol nasal spray before going to the airport, and I mask in the Uber, of course, and I always mask in the airport. When I get on the plane, I wipe down as much as I can with Clorox wipes, and I use my Pure Enrichment air purifier for the plane. I wait a little bit to eat after everyone else gets their snacks, and I plan to do as much of my activities outside as possible. When I get home, I wear a mask and test a few days in a row, and that is that.
Oh, my goodness. The Democrats are going crazy. This is definitely a Democrat voter right here. I mean, I know people think it's mostly black people. Black people are a small fraction of the Democrat voters, but they're a needed faction. They need y'all to vote like at least 94% across the board as black people, so-called black people. But, yeah, this is the typical Democrat. There's more of them than there are black voters, for sure. All right, more of these than there are black. Her name got to be Molly. Her name has to be Molly. All right, so look at what we got here. She doing too much. All right, even a woman in the comment section said she doing too much. A COVID-conscious person. This was 4 days ago. Are you really out here? COVID nasal spray? You got your mask on in the Uber? Looking like a cardinal in there. All right, you look like a cardinal with your mask on. All right, and look at this. All right, just scared. And look at these sandals, bro. Oh, my. Look at this gear. Look at this. And listen, she the one posing on it like she fresh. All right, so don't at me. I'm not picking on her. I'm actually assessing her modeling here. Look at her fit. And she got the nerve to be in a crowded airport posing in front of the camera with this fit. Speaking of fit, this is not fit person. All right, this person's not very fit. All right, so here we go right there. Look, she kicking her heels up. Like this, she got this outfit from Ross for sure. I mean, you can find this at Ross. All right, so here we go right here. Ooh, and she built like a block of cheese. All right, come on. A whole refrigerator. What are we doing here? She got the teacher's arms. Okay. All right, this seems sensible. Air purifier on the plane. Oh, are we taking bites in between? Are we putting our mask on in between bites? Yeah. He said not fresh or fit. Yeah, she was not fresh or fit at all. All right, not even in the slightest. Are you taking bites and putting your mask on? Oh, no. Ring the bell. Hey, not even in 2020 would I do such a foolish thing. All right, goodness. She's sneaking bites in and where? Boy, she got some little titties for a big person. I mean, look at this. All right, and now she's planning to be outside. She definitely looks like she's going to catch COVID. She's still scared of COVID. All right, man. Bruh. All right. All them tattoos too. Why she got all these tattoos? All right, boy. What do you think she votes? She's voting Kamala Harris. There's a 99.9% chance she's voting for Kamala Harris. All right, I can see it from here. That's Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. I know a person like that. She goes raw for sex, all right? All of that just to go raw sex. All right, she will go raw, take it right down the gullet. Yes, she would. All right, let's see here. We got Crime and Law CGA coming up next, featuring teenage female gang members in New York City running a large-scale gang. We're going to feature that in Crime and Law CGA and all of that, but let's do this. Shout out to our brother Kevin, the software tester, for being his birthday in GN. What do you think is the average IQ of your money mindset supporters? It has to be over 130. Promote your money mindset in your local. Shout out to you, man. Yes, indeed. We do have some very smart, brilliant individuals in our money mindset. We gonna develop a real big, right? We're going to develop a real big gang over there really soon here. Shout out to you. Money mindset clip coming up down the pipe. Shout out to Ko-Fi supporter, says Diddy pissed off Diageo, which is a BlackRock affiliated, no bail. He says Leon Black, BlackRock affiliate, pays $62.5 million for Epstein case exemption and had the case dropped. All right. Wow. Wow. All right. Yes, the rabbit hole goes deep. But yeah, I think this is more or less that he pissed off the wrong people. Everybody, I think that's what it has more to do with. I mean, I don't think people really care about people like that. He pissed off a lot of people too. All right. So let's not forget, he pissed off a lot of people. But he pissed off the wrong people that time. Jay says it's alleged that the same company Diddy sued was connected to BlackRock and Vanguard. New world order. All right, so yeah. I mean, you can't mess around, what did we call it? Not an honorary ninja. I can't even think of the name. Why can't I say it? Anyway. But yeah, you got to be humble. You still a ninja at some point. They got his ass. They was like, yeah, you ain't got that much money. You ain't got that much money. You got a lot of money. You a billionaire on paper. All right, but yeah, shout out to Preston, says demonizing Diddy for buying punani. He says right here, from sex workers while celebrating the ones who sell it is crazy. It's an evil world we live in. Isn't it crazy?
It's an evil world we live in.
Okay. It's crazy, isn't it? Uppity. Thank you, brother. I couldn't think of the word. Uppity. You uppity nigger. Yeah, he was being uppity. All right. And so when you're being a little too uppity as a nigger, all right, they will find a way to put you down in America. Right? He was being a little too uppity. Yeah, Bill Cosby, same thing. He was like, I'll buy NBC. They was like, oh, really? You'll buy NBC? Okay, we'll show you. Right? We'll show you, ninja. All right, you get into a little bit too much big for your britches. All right, there's only so many places you can go here. We'll let you go around, but there's certain places there's certain things we ain't gonna let you do. You uppity nigger. All right, that's basically what this lawsuit is about. Anybody that thinks otherwise, you're out of your mind. This is not about women and not about him abusing women and trafficking women. That's what they get them on. But they was like, you uppity nick, like, we'll let you get, okay. We'll let you get right up in here. That's about the limit. Now you're going to start suing us in court? Oh, okay. We're going to get his files. Right? Get his files. All right, but people think this is about, finally women getting their voice. Nah, bruh. I mean, because if that's the case, what Preston said would be the case. So women could be out here selling themselves on the internet, and then they're like, but we want love, and we're still a regular human being, and damn, you a sex worker. It's hard to be married to a sex worker. Like, it's hard for you to find love as a sex worker. But they're like, why? Why can't we? And it's like, they don't want to hear it. So, yeah, that's right, man. So, yeah, I don't think this is about sex work at all. Okay. All right, shout out to our brother, the black man in the suburbs. And he says right here, shout out to the Money Mindset crew. I just got my first 1K view on YouTube due to your coaching from the team. He says, if you soft-ass ninjas got time to talk shit about the King of Kings, then you got time to make more money. Shout out to you, man. Congratulations on the Black Man in the Suburb channel. He's out here on the Money Mindset as well, and he's growing his YouTube channel. All right, shout out to you, man. We love to hear it. 1K views, and it starts there. All right, it starts right there, so congratulations. We got Kaylin coming up, and then he says Black women are the least desired women on the dating marketplace. They're also the least married and the most divorced. They lead in single mothers, and they also lead in the early terminations of pregnancy by far, but not in numbers, but in percentages, right? And it says they're the fastest. Oh, no, they're the fastest and the fattest and the most ratchet. This is him talking. It ain't me. All right, but you already know how I feel. They are the fattest and the most ratchet of all the races. As a Black man myself, they're just not worth the time of my day. All right, that's what he thinks about the sisters. All right, let's see. Sisters, what say you? Donate to me and I'll read your responses. All right, that's where I'm at with it. All right, defend yourself. Defend yourself. They won't. All right, Crime and Law CGA. Let's get it going right here. Crime and Law CGA. What are we doing here? We have teenage gang members. Now, the reason why I want to highlight this is because that's somebody's daughter. All right, this is somebody's daughter out here in these streets. Apparently, you don't care about these women, and their brain stems haven't developed, but they're out here committing crimes. There you go right here. This is apparently a woman here that is a big faction of a gang here. I believe it's in the Bronx, but I might be wrong. Take a look at her. She's out here with a child committing crimes. Let's go ahead and play the video. Fair use, Fox 5, New York.
19-year-old Brianna Portalatin, 8 months pregnant, was among other suspects brought.
All right, let's see here.
19-year-old Brianna Portalatin, 8 months pregnant, was among other suspects brought out from a sort of criminal commune in a Bronx apartment. She was in handcuffs again. Police say it's her third gun arrest.
What's going on here?
I love you, babe.
The expectant mom with a rap sheet is allegedly one of 20 members of the notorious Slaughtery gang, indicted in 14 shootings in the Fordham section of the Bronx. In our exclusive look inside the NYPD takedown, we learn she's not the only female alleged trigger puller. There's also a 15-year-old girl, shown here in silhouette, taking aim and firing. Then there's one of the gang's leaders, 19-year-old Nadine Asamoah, known as drill rapper Nay Benz. Investigators say she was one of the leaders.
We're racing to the precinct right now because so far this morning the detectives have captured.
Police say you're a trigger puller.
We saw three.
All right, let's play that.
Three case members, which we've never.
All right, let's play that clip again here. Yeah, this is when people be like, they're just babies, they're children, they don't know. That's all when sex is on the table. All right, but when it's not on the table, they're like, arrest these thugs, throw them in prison for life. All right, oh, wait a minute. I thought they were just children. I thought that was somebody's daughter. Right? Now all of a sudden, poverty leads to this type of thing. It's against, Black people, Black women, and Puerto Rican women are violated by being impoverished, and they have no other choice but to commit crimes. All right, here we go right here, brothers.
We're racing to the precinct right now because so far this morning the detectives have captured 8 subjects wanted in this case.
Nay Benz, police say you're.
Look at this. Look at this. Only a face a daddy could love, or does she look like her daddy with a wig on? All right, and here we go.
You're a trigger puller. Police say you're a trigger puller. Is that true? What? Police say you're a trigger puller.
We saw three case members, which we've never had before, arrested. When you look at those 3 case members.
Prominent roles in the gun violence suppression division cases. Detective Lena Alexander and Detective Aaron Kerr.
Okay, look at these Puerto Ricans. All right, boy, I tell you, man, these Puerto Ricans can get it, man. Shout out to the New York Puerto Ricans. All right, especially the one here on the right.
Made history in May as the first female team to lead a gang takedown. For them, it's about having an impact on those they arrest and restoring safety to the community.
I was born and raised in East New York, Brooklyn.
All right, here we go right here. She a Puerto Rican. Shout out to her. All right, check her out. She a copper too. All right, let me get in here. You taking down teenage gang girls. All right, let me get this Puerto Rican. I bet you she got pretty feet right here. All right.
and it's very near and dear to my heart, and I just wanted to make a difference and making the streets hopefully a little bit safer.
Trailblazing Bronx DA Darcel Clark says there are many reasons why they're seeing girls get seduced by the gang lifestyle. That's why, in addition to prosecuting the cases, she also devotes her time and energy to prevention in the community to let girls know they have other options.
Some of them are afraid. Some of them are forced to do it. Some of them just, are curious. They like the bad boys, so they want to run in those circles to see what it's like.
That's what it is, Darcel. Don't try to say they was forced into it. They want to be there. This is a conscious decision, and they're one with the bad boys, and then they want to, they want to take you. You're supposed to marry them as a single mama.
And that's you.
All right.
Not necessarily be like that, but it's too late once you get caught up in it.
Poverty, and unstable family, and mental health issues are also factors. Says
no, it's not. It's choice. It's not poverty. It's not mental health issues. It's not poor family. I mean, it is, but that's not it. It's all choice. These people are choosing to be a part of this life. They're choosing to be a part of this life. Everybody knows there's a better way. Even Tevin Campbell knows, and Quincy Jones. Even in the 8th grade, everybody done told y'all. It's these people like the bad boys, and these bad boys like these strags. All right, and everybody's out here doing crimes, committing around so they can sleep and fuck. That's what they doing. Everybody's a volunteer at this point. Everybody knows that has nothing to do with mental health and poverty. Nah, fuck all that. All right, might have to do with parental upbringing. All right, Crime and Law CGA here. Not even the Mormons can get away from the family law. All right, here we go right here. Let me see if I can find it because you can't really see it. According to this headline, sister wife Christine Brown sues ex-husband Cody Brown for retroactive child support and custody. If you don't know who this individual is, they're on a show called Sister Wives. Cody had about 5, very nondescript white women as wives. And this show was on at least 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. And apparently they got divorced, and I guess they were, I don't know what's going on. I can't even really tell you what happened, but look at this woman's face. All right, her face is falling apart, melting, literally melting. And, dude, she's got her eyebrows up. She's smiling. Imagine if she's not smiling, the sag that would ensue. Okay, her face is melting off her face. But let's go ahead and give you the dirty details. Sister wife star Christine Brown is taking ex Cody Brown to court. The TLC personality is suing the father of 18 children for child support, retroactive in custody of their 14-year-old daughter. According to the legal docs obtained by In Touch, Christine, 52, filed the lawsuit on Monday, September 16th, and asked the court to establish paternity of the teenager, as Cody, 55, currently is not on the birth certificate. Okay, so that's interesting. What's going on here? All right, on the video right here. And it says, in addition, the mom of 6 requests a domestic relations injunction to stop both parties from harassment, domestic violence, canceling or modifying services, taking the children for non-routine travels without court order or permission, and or demeaning or disparaging the other party. There's a blogger that reported this news. After Christine split from Cody in November of 2021, the daughter moved with her mother from Flagstaff, Arizona to Utah. A year later, sources say that Cody wasn't present in his daughter's life, forcing Christine to accommodate the Wyoming native. All right, and he said he was paranoid from COVID and other things, so he's not being a part of the kid's life. There's the kid right there. Well, we don't talk about the children. All right, so let me get down to the nitty gritty. They're talking about they moved all around. She basically taking the child from Flagstaff to Utah, back and forth, trying to move the child around from the dad. And it says, I knew that I was taking truly away from her dad. There's the admission right there. It said, when I lived in Flagstaff, I firmly believed that moving to Utah was the best choice for me and for the daughter, truly. And she said this on an episode. I knew I was taking Truly away from her dad. I felt like the best way to preserve Truly's relationship with Cody was to move her away from him. So now we got this shit going on here. As I can say, this is suspect. This woman is using this relationship to keep the daughter away from the dad. And yes, you can still do this with teenagers because teenage children still listen to the parents in a sense. And Christine felt that relocating her daughter froze her relationship with Cody as they were in a healthy place at the time. Cody is known for having strained relationships with most of his children after separating. Okay, he separated from all his wives. Oh, my Lord. All right, but here's the key, gentlemen. Yeah, that's true child trafficking. Here's the key, and this is going to be a bomb right here. Retroactive. When you see this right here, this should give you a little bit of pause right here because retroactive child support means back from the day possibly that you severed the relationship. So today is 2024. This woman potentially might be trying to get child support from the day she moved the child from the father. And she admits doing it right here. She admits doing it. I admit that I am moving this child away from the father. Not in agreement. The father did not agree. So then the relationship becomes strained. All right. So then the father, when the father doesn't fight, when the father doesn't chase the daughter around and chase the mama around, she basically says, well, he doesn't want to be a part of her life. Bitch, you moved the kid. All right. That's number one. Number two, you've alienated the kid away from me. And number three, it's going to cost way too much money to fight. So then what happens is when you don't fight, then she goes back and gets retroactive child support back from the day she moves. So now you got to prove that you attempted. Now you got to fight, but now you're fighting a very tough fight because now you got to prove that you wanted the kid in your life and you cannot afford to fight. Now she's going to make you pay 3 years back child support plus 4 years going forward, which is 7 years, and they're going to throw $85,000 child support debt on your ass in 1 day. In 1 day. So because you didn't fight initially, you didn't fight to go get the kid, all right, she's now going to go back and say, well, I need child support from the day of the separation, which is November 2021. And then you're going to be like, hey, wait, I don't want, and then she's going to be like, and by the way, once she does that, you're screwed. She's going to get that retroactive. The reason why she's going to get that retroactive is because you can't correct the time. You can't correct the parenting agreement from today in November 2021. You can't correct it, right? You can't be like, well, I wanted 50% and I wanted weekends and I wanted this. You can't correct it. So literally she's had the kid all those days. All those days she's going to get back child support. All those days she's going to get back child support. And so this is where you guys have to watch out when I tell you about these laws and how these women work. This is how it works. This is what I'm trying to warn you about. This is why I have my platform. This is the evil that these courts are allowing these women to do. All right, because they're setting it up for these women to take advantage of these laws. So they know you're not going to chase the kid around the city to city. They know you're not going to file an injunction to bring the kid back to the father. They know you're not going to fight because you're going to try to save the money by not going to court. But not going to court immediately got your ass retroactive child support. All right, so that's what's happening right here. That he about to get hit with a massive back child support bill, okay? Massive back child support bill on 100% custody to Christine and 0% custody to him. Now, here's the next part. It's going to be hard for him to correct the custody agreement at this point. Reason number one, they already established that he is somewhat not tried to be in the kid's life. That's easily to establish because once she moves, he didn't fight. Once she moved, he didn't fight. So they're going to be like, now you want 50-50 custody? Well, that's interesting. Why do you want 50-50 custody now? Why you want a relationship with the daughter now? Then you got to deal with the daughter. Because now the daughter's going to say, hey, Dad, you didn't try to be in my life for the last 3 years. You abandoned me. This is going to be vis-a-vis the mother. The mother's already done her damage in alienating the child from the father. Even though the child has a strained relationship prior to the move, that doesn't mean that the mother gets to decide to excommunicate the dad out of the life. Let me say this again. The mother does not have a right to take the child away because the relationship with the father is strained. This is what we got to get corrected, because that's what people are going to say. Well, the daughter didn't like the dad. So motherfucking what? All right, what kid likes their parents? That don't mean that the one parent gets to take the kid from the other parent because the kid doesn't like the parent. That's something that the kid and the parent has to work out. Now, because there's a divorce, people let this shit go. And they let women kidnap the kids from the dad. And then when that happens, you like, okay, go ahead, take the kid. But then they say, well, it ain't fair. I want my child support. Wait a minute. I thought you wanted to leave. Now you want me to pay. See, it's always some shit. It's always some shit. Just because you got divorced doesn't mean when you see a strain in a parent-child relationship, you get to just take the kid away. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. Can't do that. Can't do that. That's kidnapping. That's alienation. But we allow it because feelings and emotions. And we think women own the children. You don't own the children, ma'am. You don't get to establish that. You can get CPS involved. You can get a counselor involved. You can get the court involved if there's such a strain. Now, he probably is not going to get any custody because they're going to ask the child. She's old enough to decide at this point. So then they're going to go, hey, kid, do you want to see your dad? At this point, 3 years alienation. She's going to say no. Okay.
Nope.
She's going to say no, and he can't do anything about it. So he's not going to just go to the court and get 50-50. The only way he will is because if he has a judge that wants to keep families together, there are family court judges that they will work to rehab the family, even if the mother is alienating the kid. So judges do see through alienation. So there are some judges that say, hey, listen, let's try to get the family together. And they might give custody, but they ain't going to give them 50-50. All right. They may give them some visitation here and there. And then the kid might not want to do the visitations. And then, I mean, there's nothing much you can do at that point. Once the kid gets about 13, 14, you let the kid decide and move on. All right. But check this out, guys. The retroactive child support. This is the system. Yep. The damage is done. He might as well just wash his hands of that daughter. And I know people have a tough time hearing that. And I know people are going to use that against them. And she certainly, this mother, this bitter baby mama bitch, is going to use that against the dad. Oh, you didn't care. You alienated. You abandoned your daughter. That's your child. Baby, it's too late. You already damaged the kid. All right, the damage is done. You used the system against us, and the damage is done. I tell fathers at this point, you've done the best that you could. And if you felt you've done the best that you could, this 14, that's a good age. That's a good age to wash your hands. Now, 5, 10, 12, I wouldn't wash my hands. All right, 14, wash your fucking hands, man. Walk away, pay your child support, and that's it. And if you want to, dudes will sit around and go, how do you beat this? Well, he's not on the birth certificate, so that might help him and assist him. But maybe not. I'm not trying to see if he can beat it, but he's going to get a child support bill. But that's the choice you make when you fucking with the system. Oh, by the way, I believe they were Mormon. And as of yesterday, we established that marriage is between the man, the wife, and the state. This is another prime example where I back this up. Marriage has nothing to do with God in America. I'm going to say it again. Marriage has nothing to do with God in America. Because once you get to this point, God is absent. God is asleep at the wheel. Jesus can't take the wheel now. You know who got the wheel? The state. Because that's who the marriage is between. God can't help her. God can't help him. And God can't help that 14-year-old daughter. The state is at the wheel, and you will learn when you get to this point, and you will. Most people will. It is clear that marriage in America is man, wife, and the state. You're marrying the state, okay? Sky Daddy got bigger things to do than to worry about your goofy-ass marriage. So if you continue to disagree, I'll continue to give you further evidence as to this reality. All right. Jesus. Yes, literally. Crime and Law CGA. Apparently, someone thinks this black man was lynched. We have a lynching in North Carolina. Let's take you to the video. Families believe
a lot of questions
that this black man, let me see if I can get this brother's name right here. All right. Of course, this is a political year, so the media is trying to stir up the Negro emotion right before the election, claiming that this black man was lynched. All right, man lynched in North Carolina. We're going to see if this is true. Let me get the details, and we'll show you the video. Black man found dead against a tree, rope around his neck. Okay. Let me see here. Family of black man found dead with rope around his neck in North Carolina wants a thorough investigation. There's the brother right there. His name is Javion. Javion McGee, 21-year-old. He's from Aurora, Illinois. He was found dead, Illinois. He was found dead in the morning of September 11th in Henderson, North Carolina. And he was found near the base of a tree in a seated position, rope around his neck. All right, we're going to find out and see if this is, in fact, foul play or he actually hung himself. Let's go ahead and play the video right here.
Still remain, and as a matter of fact, just in the last couple of minutes before our live shot, some supporters of Javion McGee's family have now arrived here at the Vance County Sheriff's Office, hoping to get answers to those questions. As it stands right now, the sheriff still does not believe that there was any foul play involved, but he also will not officially rule this as a suicide. In the meantime, though, we are getting new surveillance video and 911 calls that's shedding some light on the moments leading up to his death. What we do know for a fact is that Javion McGee was in Henderson from the Chicago area working for his trucking company, dropping off a load at the Walmart distribution center before being found dead up against a tree with a rope around his neck, not far from where his truck was parked off Vanco Mill Road. From the beginning, the sheriff saying he believed that Javion bought the rope used in his death. Now releasing surveillance video from the Henderson Walmart showing Javion at the self-checkout buying the utility rope. A spokesperson for his family says they've seen that video, but that it's only leaving more questions.
The family is saying that specific video does not declare the fact that that was a suicide.
All right, let me stop it right there. Yeah, man, I know, I don't know how many lynchings actually go on these days. I'm pretty sure there's a few here and there. But I don't know if the Ku Klux Klan is in business to lynch people these days. But, hey, anything's possible. Do me a favor, though. Possibly hit that like button on today's stream. But I think the only reason we're hearing this story get that much traction is it's a political year. I mean, you can at me, but it's a political year. It's right up to the election. So the media is trying to cause this uproar and maybe questioning what's happening here, although the family deserves the answers that they are entitled to for sure, but they may not get them. My man bought the rope. My man's buying a rope. All right, man, listen, that doesn't mean he hung himself, but I don't know if you buy a rope and then have somebody else hang you. Sounds suspicious that he's walking in there in the self-checkout aisle right here. I mean, listen, this is evidence as to figure out what the hell's going on. He's buying the rope. I mean, Jesus. We can put this in the end. We can put this in the tube, man. That's over. All right, I mean, we can let the family handle their business. This is not to try to store up the Negro emotion. He's buying the rope. Okay, so that's it. Pack it up, media. Stop trying to fan the flames to get Negroes all irate. There he is. He on evidence buying the goddamn rope. All right, come on, bruh. That's it. And for a man that wanted to self-delete, this ninja is definitely casual with it. All right, he like, it's checkout time. All right, he happy walking away. I'm about to string myself up. So that does call into question. But, hey, listen, I've seen some weirder shit. All right, I mean, he like, I'm about to be out. All right, it's checkout time. All right, listen, he just happy with it. He's like, this is it. This is it. This is it. All right, come on. He out of there with it. All right, come on, man. Listen, man, pack it up, media. Stop trying to make these Negroes, these ignorant Negroes, vote Democrat by claiming there's a lynching. I don't want to call this a lynching. All right, now, I guess, I wouldn't call it a self-deletion either. That's up to the investigation. But to say some white folks strung his ass up, all right, I think white folks strung him up. Probably not. Maybe not. I mean, not buying a rope, all right, from the self-checkout. Somebody said he was a Duke shooter. Maybe he was a Duke shooter. I have no idea why people do shit like this. I would never. By the way, I'm not suicidal. All right, but I would never do some stuff like this. But he all on the video, all on the record. Jesus. I mean, come on. This is what I would not call a lynching. He needs to stop with the bullshit. Crime and Law CGA. All right, let's go to the next story right here. This is going to be an interesting sequence of events here. Do women really love you? Right? He said self-checkout literally. That's true. Self-checkout literally. That was a self-checkout. He self-checked out twice. Oh, no. All right. Let's have some heart out here. All right. Do women really love men? I've been breaking it down. I'm going to let you guys know, man. They don't really love you. It's not that hard to figure out. You're the love. You're the lover. You're the romantic. You're the one that wants somebody to love you unconditionally. Or we're going to play a sequence of videos. And this might continue to provide proof that, yeah, women don't really love you guys. All right. So we're going to start with this first video. And this is a woman. It looks like a fine, pretty young thing. And she's going to talk about her loyalty. By the way, headphone users, be warned, the audio on this one is not very good, all right? It's going to be popping, so bear with me.
Something that you never told your ex.
That I cheated on him more than once. I told him I cheated on him once. I actually cheated on him like 10 times.
Same guy or different guys?
Same guy. But we were together for 5 years.
Y'all were together for 5 years?
5 years.
Why you decided to cheat on him?
Because we were together for 5 years. What the fuck you mean? You're gonna have the same for that long? Like, that's crazy.
What is something that you never told your ex?
That I cheated on him more than once.
All right, so take a look at this fine young piece of calico right there. I'll fix his Urbine. But I cheated on him more than once. That's number one admission. Number two, it was 10 times at least. Number three, it was in a 5-year relationship. So, okay, 5-year relationship. And then number four, of course, I was with a guy for 5 years. That's the same Johnson for 5 years. I ain't got no time for that right there, brothers, man. She said, I ain't got no time for that shit. All right. Now, I've been proving this quite a bit because it is definitely women that fall out of the idea of monogamous relationships and sex first. All right. Then they start looking to monkey branch, exercise their hypergamy, find happiness and shit like this. By the way, the data and the science backs this up. It is that they start falling out of the romantic love initially. They start falling out the desire for monogamous sex initially. They are the ones first. Men tend to cling on to these women. So this is made to be the only time or the only person you can get easy access from. So you tend to want to hold on to this person first. So there it is right there. That's one woman right there. I mean, come on, man. This is just one woman. But it's hard out here to find this sort of loyalty that you're looking for where a woman wants to be only sexually pleasured by you. I don't care who you are, by the way, and don't think you can't come out here and catch wreck. All right. She didn't say he was whack in bed. She just said, hey, I wasn't about to be committed to one person that long for sex. Now, the people that will deny this, your own sexual resume proves this. I mean, your own sexual resume. I mean, none of you guys have had monogamous sex for a long time. And even if you had, you still aren't with that person today. All right. Especially if you're watching me. So don't claim that you can do this. There's a woman right now. Not me, coach. Oh, really? Okay. I've been with my man for 8 years. He's the only one I've been with. Okay. How old are you? I'm 40. Okay. 40 minus 8 is 32. What happened to when 15 to 32? What were you doing then? Who were you fucking in there? Were you a virgin? Were you a virgin up to 32 and found him and now you're engaging in monogamous sex? Who were you messing with before that? Right? So it is in fact true that you did get tired of somebody before that led you to being with this person. All right? So you were sexing up somebody before that. It wasn't like that's the only man you were sexing up. All right, but here we go.
I told him I cheated on him once. I actually cheated on him like 10 times.
Like 10 times. That means like 100 times. All right. She says like 10 times. All right. That would be like 100 times. And I would get her neck.
Same guy or different guys?
Same guy. But we were together for 5 years.
Y'all were together for 5 years?
5 years.
Why you decided to cheat on him?
Because we were together for 5 years. What the fuck you mean?
We were together 5 years. What the hell you mean? 5 years. Same person. She was out of there. Gone. All right. So it happens. It happens, guys. Listen, this is as natural as anything, right? Monogamy is actually unnatural. It's enforced or forced. All right. So that's it. This is more likely to happen than not. All right, so here we go. Do women really love you? We have a woman that says men, if she was a man, she would only date single mothers. Oh, my God. All right, here we go.
Oh, my God.
It's these women right here. Okay, I can't wait to hear this. Here we go.
Honestly, if I was a man, I would only date single mothers or people or mothers, period. Because
I'm gonna stop you there.
Let me get the explanation to that. I feel like motherhood changed me so much, and although I'm married, I'm not single. My mental it's not because my mental isn't married. You know what I'm saying? My mental is my mental. So when I say a lot of stuff about me changed. I value myself more. I value my time more. I don't really give my time and my energy to shit that don't matter, don't equate to nothing. So if I was a man, especially if I was a man that was older in age a little bit, you know, like Pawpaw, I would literally be like, you know what? I want a single woman because a single mom, they know how to get it done. They really be like the grade A people for real. It'd be a single women, them not us, because I got.
But you gotta be careful.
But when I was
devil's advocate with that.
Honestly.
I can do some shuffling too. Look out, man. What you going to do? Look out, boys. It's coming through. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Bruh. They really don't like you guys. This is apparent. They really, really don't like men. They don't love you. They just literally be out here trying to use you. And then she said older men, like Pawpaw. You ain't got no other choice. So just take a single mom. Bam, I'm done raising kids. It don't matter. Just take us. We're better. Why? Because my mental is my mental, she says. My mental is my mental. All right, that's the number one reason why I should date a single mom. Number two, we get shit done. Like, what are we talking about? What are we doing? Do you really like men? You don't like men. You actually want to put men in the worst position. And this is indicative of the black community since the 1970s. All right, let's just marry these women up with the loser men of the world. All right, you do just this here. Just take her. Take her. You can't get nobody else. Take her. Take her. Yeah, help her kids. You know what I mean? Her kids need some mentors. They need to be put on the right path. Oh, that's me? That's my job? I'm supposed to put them on the right path? Yeah, they out here thugging. They out here joining gangs and stealing change out of ashtrays and busting windows and stealing hubcaps. All right, so what we need to do is we need to get you in there, and then you need to get these kids straight and mess with her mental. Oh, this is it? This is my reward for being a dutiful, good citizen, not a criminal. I'm about to raise somebody else's kids. Really? Really?
If I was a man, I would only date single mothers or people or mothers, period.
This ninja like, really? Oh, okay.
What that mean?
All right, really? He's like, tell me more. I hope they filleted this woman.
Because
I'm gonna stop you there.
Let me get the explanation to that. I feel like motherhood changed me so much, and although I'm married, I'm not single.
Motherhood changed me so much. All right, she said she's married. Okay, so maybe she don't know. All right, but somebody said this to me, I would say,
I wish a nigga would.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
My mental it's not because my mental isn't married.
My mental isn't married?
You know what I'm saying? My mental is my mental.
My mental is my mental.
Yeah. So when I say a lot of stuff about me changed. I value myself more. I value my time more. I don't really give my time and my energy to shit that don't matter.
All right, so you were okay. So before that, you were giving your time to shit that wasn't worth it. Not only your time, your body, and your womb to shit that wasn't worth it. You was out here like them New York gang girls was out here fucking and shooting and doing all this. Let me show you a picture possibly of what precisely this woman might have looked like beforehand. And we do have a good photo here, right here. All right, so before that, when you were 19 years old, you gave your body, time, and bullshit to shit that don't matter. Now, some other guy's supposed to clean that up. There you go right there. So when they're like this, and don't tell me she too young. Well, coach, she too young. She's shooting people and got a baby. She's old enough. All right. Her mental is her mental at this age. She's truly old enough to procreate and shoot people and run an organized crime syndicate in the Bronx. She's old enough to go. She's ready to go. Let's start putting her in the best position in choosing right. Not this whole, well, I think a single man should date a single mother bullshit. All right, my mental is my mental. I'm no longer wasting time. Okay, well, why am I supposed to bring this shit up?
Don't equate to nothing. So if I was a man, especially if I was a man that was older in age a little bit.
So the older in age men should not be with younger women after they get divorced. We supposed to take leftover women with crumb snatchers and poverty and debt and baby daddies, Pookie, Ray Ray baby daddies. If I was an older man, they acted like older men don't have a choice. And see, this is this whole idea where older men, no, you don't go to younger women. Go get a single mom. Her mental is her mental. Yeah, go get a single mom. Help her raise her kids. She's got her life together now. She wants to make good choices, and she's going to make a whole bad choices. I'm going to tell you that right now.
You know, like Pawpaw, I would literally be like, you know.
She called him Pawpaw. This guy right here, he looks to be in good shape. Let me just see here. Pause. Look at him. He's in good shape. He looked like he got a couple of dollars. He's showing his teeth.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
In her mind, this guy should be with a single mother. Not a fine piece of calico that he can choose. This guy's in shape. Come on, bro. You look like he ain't broke. He might be. I don't know. He don't look broke to me. He look like he got a couple of dollars in his pocket. He's supposed to take a single mother. Jesus. He out here with some young white piece of calico. That's what he gonna be out here.
White women at?
What? I want a single woman because a single mom, they know how to get it done.
They know how to get shit done, except paying bills.
They literally really be like the grade A people for real. It'd be us single women, them not us, because I got.
But you gotta be careful.
I mean, this is crazy. This is insane. All right, that guy needs some braces. By the way, he definitely needs some braces. All right, but nah, man, don't like we washed up. Oh, the single mom washed up, but she still has some value. So, Pawpaw, take your money and take it over there. All right. All right, man. Look, he could just go down to the JUCO. I'm going to the JUCO. All right, I ain't dealing with no single mom straggles. And they, you know what? And really, it's they kids. It's the kids that I'm not dealing with. It's the kids that I'm not dealing with. All right. All right, anyway, absolutely crazy. All right, so here we go right here. Called him Pawpaw. He didn't even have a gray beard. All right, Jesus. What do we got next? All right, we got another one of these clips that are being used here. All right, so here's another one. Do women really love you? All right, do women really love you? All right, so here we go.
Love you.
Where?
What?
Show me. Where is this love? I can't see it. I can't touch it. I can't feel it. I can hear it. I can hear some.
I love you.
Where?
What?
Show me. Where is this love? I can't see it. I can't touch it. I can't feel it. I can hear it. I can hear some.
Yep. And so again, gentlemen, I mean, listen, everybody's like, Coach, man, you just be showing the straggles. I'm showing every version of woman out here, bruh. Even the single mother. Was she a straggle? The single mother woman? All right, bruh. Every version of woman. So here we go. We even have this woman. As I say, women on a certain look, in a certain style, the way they present themselves, they're monetized. So what she's saying is not a surprise for me. And I have folded up women like that, like a love letter from the second grade on a slow day. All right, this is easy pickings, and it's very relatively cheap. These are leased out individuals. It's not that hard. It's not that hard, guys. Ninjas be like, the true challenge is to get her without money. No, it ain't. That ain't a challenge, Ninja, because you're just going to not qualify. I'm going to get this real quick. Easy fold, and it's really a waste. All right, you really you fold them up, and you be like, that was useless. All right, so anyway, they're telling you what they love. They love their emotions. They love themselves. They love their children. They don't love you, Ninja. They don't love you. They don't. Dude, where have you been? I've been making this abundantly clear. Abundantly clear. Abundantly clear. They don't love you. They are incapable of it. They love what you do for them. Yes, even the strags, I don't care, bruh. Even the good girls, even the single mamas, they love what you do for them. They love money. That's what they love.
I got money.
They can easily get you to love them. They love what they really can't get too much of a control over, which is their emotions, their children, and money. As soon as you give that to them, that's what they like. Easy peasy. That's what they like. They just want these girls, especially a girl like this. You can see, man, look, just her presentation, the Shyne bodysuit, right? All the makeup, the puffed up hair, the little Louis Vuitton purse. This woman is a celibate. This is the celibate. And I'll buy a bit, all right? But I'm going to buy maybe 1 or 2 times. That's it. I'm not going to do much for this one after that because, yeah, she's an apex predator. But ninjas be trying their best to make a challenge out of getting a woman like this. This is not a challenge. $350 tops, all right? That's it. And it'll be a good night. Good night and a good nut, and she's out of your life, all right? All right, there's no challenge in this. And I don't even know why you would even challenge yourself to even get women like this, right? There's no challenge. It's pretty flat. Pretty self-explanatory.
Love you.
Where?
What?
Show me. Where is this love?
Yeah, where is it at? Yep, there you go. She can fold up nice. All right, and I'll leave something that she can fold up in her little empty-ass pocketbook, too. But that's it. Right, bruh. Do women really love men? Let me go ahead and let you guys put it to a vote. Because you guys going to learn today. You guys going to learn today, man. We're going to let you vote on it. There's some women that are going to vote on this right here. Okay. Let's see here. Do women really love men? There's your poll right there. Dudes be wanting to wife girls up like this. I want to wife her up. I want a girl who's mine. Oh, my. Bruh, this ain't a wife. It's not a wife.
I can't see it. I can't touch it.
Yep. This is a fun time, Sally. All right. This is a runaround Sue. All right. Let's see here. We got this one out here. Do women really love men? This woman is I guess she's a married woman, or she's speaking on behalf of married women. All right. We got a pog up here. I know people will be like, Coach, that's not really a pog. A pog is Alexis, Texas. All right, nah, this is a real pog. You ain't getting Alexis, Texas. Alexis, Texas is a fantasy. All right, these the pogs you be with right here on your screen. They just be like, pog, Coach, that's not really a pog. A pog is a slim waist, big booty. Brothers, that's a fantasy girl on Instagram. You ain't getting her. You getting this right here. That's what you get. All right, so we got a married single mother. Do women really love you? Listen to this woman's video.
I think a lot of the married single mom divorce cases.
I think right now we're seeing a lot of the 30s and 40-year-old somethings who happen to be this married single mom, where if you don't know what that means, it's really where a mom is doing it all and their spouse isn't really participating. So you have mom who's waking the kids up, getting them ready for school, taking them to school, then going to her 9-to-5 job, and then coming home and doing dinner and extracurricular activities and doing homework and whatever it needs to be. And their husband is still just going to work, coming home, doing nothing, going to bed, and playing on their phone. And so these moms are getting resentful, and now they're standing up for themselves. The times have not caught up with the gender roles. And I think that's why women now in their 30s and 40s are really deciding that why? If I'm single at home with my spouse, why can't I just be single and be single? I don't need that extra dead weight. If I already am doing it all, I'll continue to do it all.
Y'all niggas gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. I always say, I tell you in the marriage wheel, you're gonna be the one who gets trimmed out. When they start trimming the fat after 5 years, 7 years, 11 years, 15 years, they finally figure out who can be abandoned here. Get rid of the man. All right, get rid of him. This is more of this.
I'm not happy.
And by the way, this is the latest one because the verbal abuse is not working no more. He was abusive. He cheated on me with the secretary. That ain't working no more. So now they hitting on I'm a married single mother. Now that's the new cope. That's the new divorce, irreconcilable differences.
I'm not happy.
That's the new one. All right, they putting that one right at the top. That's the next chip. As I always tell you, man, women will never gonna quit. So when y'all think women gonna quit with the bullshit, I'm here to tell you, bro, they ain't quitting anytime soon. They gonna keep up with the bullshit, even though we exposed them. Sandman and TFM exposed them with hypergamy. Every other guy who wrote a book and had made videos. Hypergamy. Now women be like, yep, hypergamy. So where's the love? All right, my love tank is empty. So is my purse. They always gonna double, triple down on this bullshit. So now, married single mother. So now because she does all the work with the kids and gets up early and picks them up from school and takes them to softball practice and then cuts up the snacks and breaks the graham crackers, you just a lazy dude that just comes home and you just on your phone not doing nothing. By the way, white guys are typically the ones that tend to do this. All right. But they're also typically the one to put the family in a better economic position. So that gets canceled out. That no longer matters. All right. I put us typically in a better economic position, but you still got to help 50-50. We getting rid of gender roles. So in the woman's mind, because they love men so much, and I just proved this, and this is another case over here where they just take the kid. This is another example of how they just take the fucking kid from you. They literally like, let's just get rid of the dad. Take the kid away from the dad. This mindset is criminal. You don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. This shit is criminal. This is crimes against humanity. And they're justifying it because this motherfucker, she claims he doesn't break enough graham crackers. This is criminal. They're justifying removing fathers from children because she feels like he doesn't break off enough string cheese. Because he doesn't go to the PTA meeting. She's choosing. Remember, I told you, single motherhood is a choice. Prime example. Well, I was married single mother anyway. I told you, gentlemen, you do not think you're immune. It's not just the strags. It's not just the whores. It's the regular degulars. Every day, plain Jane, single moms, married moms. Now, I'm supposed to get with a single mother. They're choosing this. This is a choice. Then she's going to run to family court and say, what do they call it? Retroactive child support. This is crazy. This is absolutely insanity. And this is only her side of the story. Do we have proof that this is true? She says, I feel like a married single mom. Are you really though? Just because you feel something doesn't mean it's true. But once they start arguing, they're going to say, well, this is my reality. So women are loyal and in love with their emotions first. It's too much proven. They don't really love you. They don't love you. They hate you so much that they'll take your kids from you based on their feelings. They don't even have proof that this is true. It's just her story against yours. Well, I'm a married single mother, so I might as well be a single mother. Fuck it. All right. Dude, the suburban wives will get your ass just like these strags. So people always say, Coach, you only just showing the bad women. There's it right there. There's a married woman, a so-called good mother of the year, doing the same bullshit. The same shit.
You're getting a lot of the married single mom divorce cases.
I think right now we're seeing a lot of the 30s and 40-year-old somethings who.
All right. So, by the way, this is the divorce attorney. So this is not an actual mother. Sounds like she's a divorce attorney. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, we do have a woman interesting comment here, but she's saying the 30, 40 somethings. Exactly. Guys, when I tell you, I know you know your girl in your 20s. Wait till she gets to her 30s. Wait till she gets to her 40s. She gonna flip the script. Why? Because she's gonna change. then she's going to hit your ass over the head with the marriage wheel. Okay. The woman that you fell in love with and you invested with and made kids. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. This is the marriage wheel. This is it. Then she's going to become a feminist. She's basically saying, I'm a feminist. I do this. I do that. Blah, blah, blah. And then bait and switch. Classic marriage wheel. Classic. 30s and 40s. I changed. I matured. I want something better. I want sisterhood of the traveling pants. Eat, pray, love. All right. Then all of a sudden she getting fucked on the staircase like in that movie Unforgivable. Or was that the name? All of a sudden she getting fucked on the staircase by somebody, her personal trainer or somebody. And she like, well, this is crazy. Do women really love men?
Happen to be this married single mom, where if you don't know what that means, it's really where a mom is doing it all and their spouse is.
The mom is doing it all. Really? Really? Me? Too aggressive? Really? Like, come on, man. Her story is that the mom is doing it all. Now, that's what she said. The mom feels like she's doing it all. Unfaithful, not unforgivable, unfaithful. The mom is doing it all. How do you prove that a mom is doing it all? Right? How do you prove that a mom is doing it all? Anytime you hear these words, all, never, always, bullshit. That's what it is. It's bullshit. I always do. You never do. I do it all. This is bullshit. Nobody ever does it all. So let's start right there. Soon as a woman says that is bullshit. Even a guy, soon as you say that is bullshit. You never do this, and I always have to do, and I do it all. This is absolutely bullshit. You don't do enough chores. And by the way, I always tell you, if your wife, and you guys, this is another proof of what I talk about, if she starts keeping score in the relationship, it's over. Write it down. Write it down. This is an example, and it's going to happen in any relationship. I don't care if you have roommates. It's going to happen. I don't care if you move in with your sister. It's going to happen. This is just the natural state of human nature and human behavior. That's what I'm banking on. This is human behavior. When you start keeping score in a loving relationship, in a marriage, it's over. It's over. It's done. You're not coming back from it. Because typically, once you put up the scoreboard, the scorekeeper typically is going to be the woman. And she going to be giving her extra motherfucking tally marks and giving you none. Or she'll discount your tally marks. Well, put up a tally mark when I did this. No, that ain't count. Because it only every 3 months when you do it. I do mine every day. So tally, it's over. The relationship is over once one person starts keeping score. It's done. It will never recover from there. All right. This is my relationship advice. I'm trying to help people in relationships. Soon as the scoreboard come out and the chalkboard and the goddamn chalk, soon as that grease board and the goddamn, what do you call it? That pen come out, it's over. You can kiss the relationship goodbye. That's going to be one of the first nails in the coffin of your relationship. Soon as that scoreboard come out, I do and you do and I never do and you don't do and I always do and you never do, it's over.
Isn't really participating. So you have mom who's waking the kids up, getting them ready for school, taking them to school, then going to her 9-to-5 job.
See, she counting all that shit. Like, everybody does that. Everybody does that. So you don't want to do it no more? Right? You don't want to do it no more? See, here's the bait and switch. Here's the bait and switch. See, you were doing it. Now you don't want to do it no more. See, we agreed that that's what you're going to do. And you basically said, okay, I'll do that. Now, after year 1, 2, and 3 of doing it, you want to change the rules. You want to change the rules. Okay? So you agreed to do it. Now you don't want to do it no more because now you want to focus on your career and shit like this. Okay.
So I could focus on my career.
That's a classic example of she's changing the rules and then saying she's not happy about the current rule. Maybe that was the rule you agreed to. We basically said you were going to do that. That was the gender role when it was good. But now you want to make your work meeting, and now the rules have changed. Now you want to change the fucking rule. Okay, now because the rule ain't being changed, now you're saying I'm stubborn, controlling, and I ain't helping no more. All right, come on, bro. Come on, man. That's the marriage wheel. Bait and switch. That's what she's talking about. I always have to drop them off. I always have to leave work early to go to softball practice. That's what we agreed to. All right, now if you want to change the agreement, now we got to look at the agreement. But don't hold me to the old rule and then say I'm violating the rule, all right, and change the rule. So let's continue.
And then coming home and doing dinner and extracurricular activities and doing homework and whatever it needs to be.
You don't want to be a mom? Like, you don't want to be a mother? You don't care about your kids? You don't care about your kids? Okay, let's just say he started doing it. Let's just, for shits and giggles, let's say he started doing it, but his money goes down. He's in a quagmire again because now he doesn't get promoted. Now he does not become the prime earner or the 70% earner, or he's not paying the bills. Because trust me, if he starts doing those things, he might do them better than you, number one, and you're going to be pissed about that. Because I've read stories where I showed you that a woman did that. They switched roles. He started doing better than her, and the kids act like she wasn't shit. Then she started being mad because in the middle of the day, he would pick them up and they would go to Disneyland in the middle of the day, and she would miss the fucking trip because she was at work. All right, so we already know that even if they switch roles, she would not be happy. Eventually, she's going to be like, wait a minute, I'm not happy. Trust me, if she switched the roles with him, he's going to start doing it well. He's going to make less money. Then she's going to require to make more money. And then you're going to be going out, oh, we went to lunch. We went to the mall. We went to Disneyland. They had a day off on Monday, so we went to Knott's Berry Farm. And then she's going to be like, wait, you went without us? My point is, women never happy. I don't care if you give they ass a diamond dick. Shout out to Chris Rock. They ain't never going to be happy. So they're using this as an excuse. Even if he did it, if y'all did it 50% of the time and he doesn't get promoted in 5 years and you're going to want more money. Oh, why we don't have no more money? Because I'm sitting over here taking my kids to soccer practice and I'm doing it as a parent. I'm doing it to be fair. But of course, now I'm not on the promotional track. Neither are you, because you got to do it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm doing it on Tuesday and Thursday. So now we've hit the glass ceiling. That's it. Are you happy about that? Well, we want a bigger and better house. We need a new SUV. Baby. Take a L somewhere. You not going to have a perfect position. So no matter what, these women ain't happy about shit. And they will ruin your whole program because they are loyal to their emotions. They don't really love you like this. They don't. I mean, this is just proof of it. They don't care, bro. They will destroy shit because of their own feelings.
And their husband is still just going to work, coming home, doing nothing.
There you go. He's just going to work, coming home, and doing nothing. Really? Again, I heard nothing, never, always, all. Bullshit. He's just doing nothing. When he comes home, he does nothing. Oh my goodness. He just goes to work. He just goes to work. He just comes home. And then when he gets home, he does nothing. You know this is bullshit.
Going to bed.
And it just goes to bed. Does he fuck? No, obviously not in this marriage because she's not happy, so they ain't fucking no more. You already know that.
And playing on their phone.
And he plays on his phone. That sounds like you. That sounds like what the wives are doing. Watching TikTok, playing Candy Crush, all right? Looking at fitness videos, not for the exercises that you about to do, but for the outfit. That sounds like what the wife is doing, but that's neither here nor there.
And so these moms are getting resentful, and now they're standing up for themselves.
Oh, standing up for themselves. No, they're destroying their family. That's what they're doing. They're just going to destroy the family. All right, bait and switch. I'm not happy, all right? I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
The times have not caught up with the gender roles.
Now there's gender roles, all right? Or there's not gender roles. See, the gender roles, you're making the women do the women stuff, all right? The times haven't caught up, so it makes no sense. So, yeah, have the children, ladies. Get the house bought, get all the cars bought, and then just destroy it. Just divorce him now because he don't break graham crackers like you do. He don't make chicken noodle soup and chicken nuggets. All right? He don't make mac and cheese just like you do. All right? He don't put smiley faces on toasts and motherfucking Eggo waffles and shit. Pop-Tarts. All right? Your kid's probably fat, slow, got ADHD, and on the spectrum. All right? And got a mental health counselor talking about what the husband ain't doing. Right? Goodness, they always complaining.
And I think that's why women now in their 30s and 40s are,
of course, older women,
really deciding that why, if I'm single at home with my spouse, why can't I just be single and be single?
Why don't I ruin the kids? Why don't I take the kids away from the dad? That's what she said. While you feeding your kids Crustables and Tombstone pizzas and fucking tater tots, why don't I just take the kids away from the dad? This is criminal, by the way, just so you guys know. But do women, right? Do women realize this? No. Let's see what this woman says right here. That's not all these men do. Many of them also spend plenty of time and energy gaslighting and devaluing and mentally, emotionally, and financially abusing their wives instead of stepping up themselves. You guys, I'm trying to help y'all out. The poll says 93%. It's true. Women don't love men. Guys, this is how much more evidence can you get? As soon as she divorce your ass, she going for every penny. Alimony, child support, retroactive child support. She's showing up at the divorce attorney, legal fees. This is insane. Insane. All of this for some summer sausage and Ritz crackers to be passed out and Cheez-Its and goldfish. I keep giving them goldfish. You gave them no goldfish. Oh, my lordy, man. Good luck out here, brothers. Good luck out here. We got this woman out here. Do women really love men? Do you really want to hurt me? All right, all for some goddamn hamburger helper tonight. Oh, great. Here we go right here.
Been in a relationship with a married man for about 19 years. We have a 17-year-old daughter. We just sent her to college.
Okay, great.
I love him, and I believe 100% that he is in love with me. Okay.
All right, so you heard that. She's been in a relationship with a married man for 19 years. They have produced a child together that is now 17, and she sent that woman, that 17-year-old child, to college. She believes this man is in love with her. Let me stop her right here. I've been told, y'all, a lot of women, they will claim they never cheated, but they will have been the other woman in a relationship. So they may say they never cheated on a man, but guess what? They have had affairs with married men. So this is another example of this. You do find common women admitting, I was with a married guy and we had a kid and blah, blah, blah. And I was the other woman, the side chick. All right, so here we go right here.
Great. We finish sentences. We know the B-sides and records that nobody knows. Okay, so all of that is wonderful. But he's married.
Oh, not to you.
And not to me. And I know that is not technically okay. Now, let me back it up and give you just a hair more.
Yeah.
I was her best friend, okay, for a while.
Ninja. It's hard, man. Monogamy's hard. It's hard, gentlemen. And people have deep, dark secrets. People keep a lot of secrets. So we got the best friend having an affair, her best friend. This is why, again, I always ask the question. If women don't trust other women, if women don't like other women, why should men like women? Nobody's ever able to answer that accurately and with a good explanation. Jesus. So technically, I know it's wrong technically, but you produced a child with a married man that is married to your best friend. I mean, yeah, bruh. I mean, I know people are like, men do it too.
And so I'm a horrible person in some ways, but she didn't help the situation.
What?
So I know a lot about that house. You know what I mean? And how it operates.
Does she know about the affair?
All right. Who is this woman? All right. Tinks. All right. Shout out to her little A cups over there. She says, I know a lot about that house. So that man has a whole op, and he's telling her everything about the inner workings of their marriage, producing a child, and she keeper of the secrets. My goodness. My goodness. All right, we got one more video, two more videos. Do women really love men? I know this is a long segment, but it's important. We're going to get to the main event after this. We have iShowSpeed. iShowSpeed. Apparently, he's over there in Japan, or he spent a lot of time in the South Asian Pacific. And guess what happened? All right, he's been dealing with a lot of linglings over there. But the linglings have been putting themselves in position with this guy. And let's see what happened here. Play the video.
Oh, you're married?
Yeah. We're just two friends having fun.
All right, hold on for a second. Let me go ahead and refresh it. Apparently, I'm experiencing some issues here. Here we go. Here we go. So she's married.
Yeah. We're just two friends having fun. I got a baby.
Why did you not tell me that?
You never asked.
I asked you, were you single? You said yes. I feel like crying right now. I'm so embarrassed right now. Stop. Don't even put the camera on me right now. No, it's the fact I've been trying to... God bless America. I'm not going to get mad, but why didn't you say that?
Because everything has been so chaotic. But it's chill.
Yeah. Let me call your husband.
He's sleeping right now.
I've been trying to impress a married girl with a whole child this whole time. That one thing my dad always told me, y'all, he said, son, don't ever talk to married girls. It doesn't matter if the girl is fine with you talking to her. He said, do not ever talk to a married girl. And I'm going to listen to my dad, because something happened to my dad when he was talking to a married girl, which I'm not going to say on screen. That's a family code. Never talk to a married girl. My dad donated. He said, hope you're having a blast. I am watching. Thank you, Dad. I don't think my dad likes you. Oh, you're married?
Yeah.
All right, so here, let me start off with her. Shout out to that Lingling right there. But yes, that was a lie by omission. Actually, she straight lied about it. But I have a rule, and this rule will save your life. Do not mess with married women. I have that rule myself. I don't mess with any married women. In fact, if you're in a relationship, if you're not in a legit open relationship, I don't mess with you at all. I don't even give ninjas points for messing with a married woman. It is not good juju, all right? It is not necessary. There are a lot of unmarried women out here and so forth and so on that you can mess with. There's a lot of punani out here that you can get and lease and have fun with. Married women are a no-go zone for me. I don't even, and guys, if you big up yourself for messing with a married woman, I took his married, I got this, I'm fucking this married chick. Nah, I don't mess with married women. All right. As soon as I hear you're married, I'm out of here, because, you know, more than once they're trying to take advantage of you or exercise hypergamy or claim you're a friend. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. All right. Now, that's been my rule for about, I want to say 10 years, maybe a little bit more. I don't mess with married women. All right. And so Speed is right. Even the dad is right. But even if you're in a relationship or just got out, I still won't mess with the woman, right? She's got a guy and he's still after her. He's still stalking her. I'm good. Because this ninja ain't going to run up in my spot and shoot me in the back while I'm digging you out. I'm not going to do that. So if you're in a relationship, don't text me. Unless you're in an open relationship and you've already worked that out. Like, that's a whole nother story. But I'm talking about on principle. If the person thinks they're in a monogamous relationship with you and they're married to you, done. Now, here's the problem with them. She's like, oh, but I thought we were just chilling. I thought we were just friends. I thought we were just being chill. No, she didn't. She didn't. She said she was single. That's what she led with. Then she came over to be with him because hypergamy. Because monkey branch. That's why. Because she didn't have a husband. I know. You're like, who is iShowSpeed? He's a millionaire streamer. So she's not going to turn down that opportunity to be in that presence and then potentially try to manipulate the system as to exercise her hypergamy and monkey branch. Now, she might have just even wanted to be around a famous person. And she might wanted to showcase herself on the stream. So she showed up. This is an example of she has other motives than the love of you and even the love of the man that she's married to. Okay. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Is this love for her husband? No. Is this love for Speed? No. She's in it for another reason, and it ain't love. All right, so there it is right there. Let me go ahead and play the video again just so you can see. And there he is. Yep.
We're just two friends having
fun. And oh, his dick slipped in my punani. I didn't really plan on it. Sorry, husband. We were just two friends having fun. I just went out with my male friend, my homie that I went to school with, this local celebrity. I just went out with him and we were just having fun. And all of a sudden, I started sucking on him. All right, pause.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
Okay, so there she was. Clout, chasing clout. We're just two friends having fun. So this is your wife talking about, he's just a friend. Don't worry about him. We're just two friends having fun.
fun. I got a baby.
So we even got a mother who actually, what does she do? She does all the work. All right, he does nothing. I do everything. He does nothing, except I was out with another guy. All right, ready to get fucked on the staircase by iShowSpeed. But iShowSpeed is a guy waking up. He's getting some, what they would call red pills. He's eating a bowl of red pills right now. Yes, even that girl. And she looks like, for all intents and purposes, she looks like a regular girl. Again, it is not always the skeezers, the slags, the scab pingly skeezers, the sluts. It's not always them. It's not always going to be that apparent. Sometimes it can be the good girls, your wives. And by the way, there's no good girls. Good girls are only bad girls who haven't been caught. So shout out to all the good girls. I'm a good girl. All right, let me look at your resume. Last one. Do women really love men?
Get ready with me to tell my deployed fiance that I'm pregnant. My fiance has been deployed for 6 months and my period is 2 weeks late. At this point, you really could just do the math yourself. And honestly, he can't blame anyone but himself. When we first started dating, he didn't say anything to me about joining the army. Had I known that, I probably wouldn't have took him serious. I'm not trying to put the blame on him here, but I don't know what he's doing in Germany. Like, did he really expect me to sit around and wait for him? The only reason I said yes in the first place was because I thought we were going to get married before he left. But obviously, this was all just a test from him. But the joke is on him. And to be honest, the only reason I feel bad is because I got caught. I don't know what he's doing, but I also don't have any proof. But unfortunately for me, my proof is right inside of me. I could just take care of it and not tell him, but I haven't made a decision quite yet. Maybe this is just part of our story. So I'll just have to convince him of that. Like Medea says, get them before you get got. And that's exactly what I did. There's honestly no telling the news he's going to have for me today. But whatever it is, I'm going to make sure he tells me first. The question is, am I wrong for what I did? Do you think that you could have possibly made the same mistake? You probably don't know what you would do in this situation because you don't even have a man. Anyways, wish me luck down below.
All right, there you go right there, man. Jesus. Now, if anybody doesn't know, if you've never been in the military, you don't know that that's an accurate story. That story easily happens in the military. Lots of men have come home in situations where they had to answer for this, young men as well. And, of course, there was a crumb snatcher in the background. Of course, there was already a baby back there. Whose baby is that? My goodness. All right, there's the poll. 93% of people watching today's show says, women really don't love men. It's all a facade, as we say, a facade. We got the main event coming up. Let me get to these super chats. And the super chats I'm pretty sure will be as entertaining as the content. All right. By the way, people have to understand this is the show. Just because I'm not doing a segment doesn't mean what I'm talking about is not part of the show. All right. It is a part of the show. People be like, get back to the show. This is the goddamn show. What are you talking about? All right. I didn't stop doing the show. This is the show. All right. It might not be part of the show you like, but it's okay. We got our brother here. Wow. We got a lot of brothers that we need to catch up on. So main event, we got our brother here. No government name. Here's my donation for the pro-blacks, since I know they love to watch Flatback Friday in secret. Yes, they do. Snaptech Fix, me and my son's birthday is tomorrow. Family is having a party for us. So I'm lit for the weekend. By the way, by Monday, I will be detoxing and going muck mode till Christmas. Thanks for continuing to support me in another year. Shout out to the Coach Gang and CGA and Free Agent Lifestyle for Life. Happy birthday. Face facts. Regular gas down to $2.89 in New York. Haven't seen it this low in years. Premium is almost a full dollar more. I'm sure the average Kamami voter uses regular gas. Election day countdown. Yep, they're manipulating the system for you guys. In GN, I've noticed that women never smile or look happier than when a man is getting screwed over. All men need to do is take note that the government owns your kids, not you. They're the government's kids. Every day, your wife and children are being used against you. The courts are at war with a man and his family for some reason. Well, because you have the money. He says, I think this is how the elites control the masses, religion, the justice system, which is the just us system, medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry, and the poverty industrial industry are keeping you poor. And the psychological industry. Alonzo Brown, what's good, coach? What's up for the weekend out here? Shout out to you.
What's up, nigga? What's up for the weekend, nigga?
Dropping my contribution to the Coach Gang Fund. I missed Flatback Friday. Gonna have to watch the replay later. NGN, ads are popping up on your videos. Did you get remonetized, or is YouTube just pushing ads on your videos? They put videos on any channel regardless of ads. I mean, regardless of monetization. So this channel is not monetized, but it's not, I mean, it's demonetized, but it was demonetized, but it's still, you know, every 3 months they allow you to remonetize. So it has been eligible to be evaluated for monetization, although we already know the results. I've had several channels be eligible for remonetization, and when I apply, they just say no. All right, so just because they make it re-eligible for monetization doesn't mean they are going to. They just keep you in this conundrum of producing content and then hoping you get remonetized, and they never do it. I actually had one channel remonetized. All right, but the reason they demonetized it wasn't because of the type of content. It was another issue. They thought I copywrote some other. Well, they thought I was stealing content from someone, but it was actually me. So I was having content on both channels. They demonetized it. I got it remonetized, but that's neither here nor there. All right, by the way, only 25% of channels are monetized. 2 in the pink, 1 in the sink. Dude used the self-checkout. Then he did the self-checkout. Also, God can't fix that sister wife's daughter, but I sure can, ass ninja. Shout out to you. JC, damn, you know what's bad out here when Tracy Chapman is the leader of a gang. Send it. Okay, MC Hamster is 2024. There's no more virgins, only versions. Yes, indeed. That's true.
It's barbecue in there.
He says right here, there's no more virgins, only versions. There's only different versions of women. Actually, I did hear a woman say she was a virgin recently, and I was quite shocked. Shout out to H every day. My mental is my mental. What the F? For real. That's crazy. The Tennessee Chili King. He says, hate to change your subject, but you know the Jets fans don't know how to have nothing but how you like the Jets last night. He says, can we get that Devontae Adams off the Raiders? My Memphis JUCO about to treat me to a trampoline and treat your ass like a trampoline and a BOGO stick. Shout out to you in Memphis. Yes, you're in Memphis. Shout out to you in Memphis. He about to treat you like a whole trampoline tonight. Shout out to you. And JETS, Jets. Let me tell you guys, don't get too happy. Don't get too happy, but you guys did look really good. But you're the Jets. Don't forget you're the Jets. All right, come on, bro. I know the Jets ain't celebrating yet. The Jets are celebrating. The Saints are celebrating way too early. All right, shout out to our brother MC Hamster. Had a client ask me when I was going to marry my girl. Client then proceeded to emasculate her husband in front of me. Oh, my goodness. Yes, indeed. By the way, the emasculation.
What that mean?
The emasculation of the man, for real, is common. They think that's commonplace. They think that you're supposed to put up with that shit. Shout out to Caesar with the 2 Y's. Hey, coach, I got a nickname for the American B-Dub. I think you'll like it. We can call them America Badu. America Badu, LOL. Shout out to the coach gang. America Badu. Shout out to you. H every day. Bitch, you took the blue pill. Now it's too hard. Let the moms who ruined their families and your simp husbands crash and burn. Single moms get 100 shekels for the box and the top. That's it. That's it. They can drop that next.
There's barbecue in there.
Single moms. Single moms. By the way, single motherhood is a choice. All right. And we got NGN. I know a TradCon guy well off with petitions who retired soon. Is it petitions or pensions? With petitions who retired soon. And he did everything right. Kids have college fully paid for, and his wife is divorcing him soon to cash in on the prizes. Gen Z men are paying attention and adapting. So we got a TradCon guy. He's retiring, and kids are in college. Wife divorcing him. Now, guys, men will do this, and they will claim you did nothing. Kids got put through school, sometimes private school. Sometimes you put them through college. Empty nest, house nearly paid for, and you did nothing. She just shows up one day. I'm not happy. And divorce grapes you to kingdom come. And say you didn't do this and you didn't do that. I mean, that is unfair. Now, if you didn't do something, you didn't do something. I get it. But they then walk away and drop your ass at the pay window for child support. Like, that is sick. And he says in divorce, child support and alimony was banned. Do you think more women would start poisoning and deleting their husbands and pet wallets for cash prizes and going back to the street? So you're saying that the women would start killing their husbands off instead of divorcing them? Possibly. That's possible. Yeah, that's possible. I think they would just lose their mind and go to a mental hospital. And he says, I'm enjoying the steak at a nice restaurant, solo, and it's peaceful, free agent lifestyle for life. The TradCons and the Mitchells will say, this sounds sad. I should be wasting my time and money with that ungrateful, entitled woman. Yet a man can emotionally detach from her girl he's dating. Let me see something here. Let me stop here, because a lot of people are going to say men cheat on their wives. What do you think cheating on your wives is like? Like, what do you mean cheat on their wives? All right, women cheat on their husbands too. It's almost equal. It's almost equal. So what are we talking about here? But men cheat on their wives. Are they leaving their wives? Are they not taking care of their family no more? Or are they just cheating? All right. Are they cheating and taking the money and paying for a woman's scholarship? Or are they having kids out of wedlock? Well, we did find that one guy did as well. A man who can emotionally detach from a girl he is dating is a man who will go far in life. Everyone can get it. Jason Love, the 6-foot-tall corn star with, of course, the big dong, had a whole daughter who was not his. His ex was cheating on him with a man who is 5'7", according to Jason. Goodness. Man. Yeah, Jason Love, I think we played that clip where his he revealed he had a daughter he thought was his, but paternity fraud. Man, anybody can get it, guys. Anybody can get it. That's what I want men to understand. You must be on your P's and Q's. Anybody can get it. Okay, we're almost done with the super chats. Let me catch up on Cash App, PayPal. I'm pretty sure PayPal is busy. Big Buck says, truly a sapphire. Flip that burger, coach. We done. All right, man. Out here, brothers. The sapphire.
It's barbecue in there.
All right. Cortez says, yeah, you brought out the pressure cooker today. And he says, too accurate to be false. Go too accurate. I'm being accurate. Free agent lifestyle for life, men. Free agent lifestyle to the casket drops. Protect yourselves. Protect yourselves. Yeah, nobody's safe out here. Nobody's safe. Coach, I'm safe out here, man, because I do this and I do that. I'm just telling you, you ain't safe. All right? Anybody can catch that work. Anybody can get that work out here. I think PayPal, I do have one more. Black Man in the Suburbs says, ninjas say They don't believe in love, but stay going home to their girlfriend and wives getting cucked out. They know she's in the back getting her hair beat off the peace sleeve by a Brad, but they stay because they think they can make it work. The suburban women are a different breed. In fact, lots of suburban women, they play the gray area in their marriages, and it's very difficult. Like, they will do things like entertain other guys and go to girls' nights out, and they'll have a personal trainer as a male, and they will play the gray area like a motherfucker. But here's the deal. Suburban guys, they can't just yaga their wife. They can't just be like, oh, bitch, that's it. Because you're talking about a big, big financial payoff on the end of that. A big financial payoff. The woman's going to walk, and she knows it. She going to walk, and she going to take them kids, because most of these suburban guys, they work like crazy. They're like, they come home, they work crazy hours. They're trying to build. So they stick around. That's why cucking is big in the suburbs. All right, it's big in the suburbs. Yep, he going to lose And who is the most ruthless person? We had a female divorce attorney say the worst women in the divorces are stay-at-home moms. They get you. That's the worst ones. So you guys want traditional women, but the worst women in court are the stay-at-home moms. And, let me tell you another one about suburban people. There's some major secrets that are being kept in that family. There's some secrets, meaning that there was an affair overlooked. There possibly, like this woman said, there was a kid out of wedlock. Where was that woman right here? Oh, okay, I don't have her up. All right, she said there was a kid out of wedlock. There was some swinger shit going on. There was some, somebody had a drug dependency. There was some embezzlement from a company. You know, there's something being hidden. There's something being hidden. There was an affair on one or both sides that they overlooked. Maybe, you know, they invite a bull over to pleasure the wife while he sits in the cuck chair. There's something going on. There's a family secret somewhere that they know that if this shit gets dirty, there's going to be something exposed, and then people are going to come, you know, you're going to be out of the country club. You're going to be out of your membership. You're going to have your membership revoked somewhere. Yeah, there's a paternity fraud. There's a abortion scare. Somebody had an abortion, a ghost baby. Like, something going on. One of the kids, the young girl's teenager had an abortion at 16. Something going, yeah. Maybe he was in some gay shit. You know, maybe he was doing some Duke shooter activity. Maybe she uses a strap on to pleasure him. You know what I mean? She has a strap on to pleasure the ninja, and he don't want nobody to know. But she'll be like, I'll tell him you like to get pegged and pounded. Yep, there was an allegation that he raped one of the something going on. Yeah, there's some herp dirt, something going on. It's gonna be some shit, all right, bruh. And that's why they don't get ugly. So that's why we always see poor people fighting in child support. But you see these cases get settled real quick. When a divorce happened, they just be like, oh, let's just go ahead and settle this shit. All right, they get the non-disclosure agreement. Let me settle. What you want? You want the kids? You want $15,000 a week in child support? Done. All right, done. All right, you want that? Okay, cool. You want $1,500 a week in child support? You want 85% custody? Done. I'll take visitations. All right, here, sign this shit off. Give me the pen. Give me the pen. Here, sign it. Sign it. I'll cut you a check right now. $1 million cash right out the door. You get 2 cars, a house. Yep, it's crazy. All right, shout out to No Government Name. Says, I know a military guy that did over 20 years of service found out that 2 of the 3 kids wasn't his after the kids were in their mid-20s in college. His wife kept it a secret until the divorce. Whew. Damn.
It's an evil world we live in.
Yo. JC says, Coach, if something happens to me, just know I bought the rope for my mastodon. That's what was happening out there. Shout out to you. NGN, it's common for married women in Japan to do that. Don't say CGA didn't warn you. If the husband finds out, you can charge a fine for banging his wife in Japan. Whew. My goodness. All right, goodness. All right, so there you go right there. So wives will do that. It's common in America too. Shot X coach, please go easy on my Panthers this Sunday. We are a hot mess. Probably won't win a game. Plus, these Mitch ninjas need a dose of reality. I had one tell me that competition is bad. I was like, Ninja, hey.
Shut up!
What happened to men? Man, we're in a competition, and it sucks. I mean, listen, I accept that we're in a competition, and I accept where I can't win or where it's going to be difficult for us. But, you know, men, we're competing. We're competing in this life. We're also competing for the best schools, the best opportunities, the best communities, the best neighborhoods, maybe certainly the best women, right? The best women, jobs, all right, all of these things, money, things, all right? This is definitely a competition. Life is a competition, and that's the basis of nature, the survival of the fittest. Now, if you want to back out of the competition and go social or coochie commie, go ahead. But nobody's entitled to anything out here on this. And there are certain people that are put in better positions than you. These are things you cannot help. You cannot help this. You know, sitting around saying that these people have privilege and you don't, that's something you can't help. You know, it would be nice to be born into privilege, but most of the time, it's not all what it's cracked up to be. There's tremendous pressure over there. Let me give you an example. There's tremendous pressure. Let's say you were born in a family that was expected you to do great things, right? Or that was privilege. You're born in a family of privilege, but you wanted to smoke weed, party, drink, and all of this shit. Do you guys realize the pressure it is on you to be successful? Like, you think it's pressure for you to become successful? If you're born in a successful family, it is massive pressure. All you have to do is ask an Asian person or a man with an Asian mom, a woman with an Asian mom, a tiger mom. Like, be born in an Asian family in America that came over on the boat, Fabi style, and they opened up a donut store or a cleaners to put your ass in a private school. They're going to expect you to become successful, and it's going to be based on their terms, motherfucker. Like, you're going to go get a college degree. It ain't no choice. You don't have no choice. Go get a college degree. Ninja, we didn't make donuts at 3 a.m. for your ass to sit up here, party, drink, and smoke. All right, so they're going to stress your ass out, and it's always going to be in the back of your mind, I better get a goddamn degree. All right? There ain't no choices. There ain't no choices. Ninja, you're going to be a doctor, Ninja. Right? You're going to have a family. You ain't going to be out here fucking and going, nah, hell nah. You ain't going to be out here partying and going MGTOW. What? So there's your, what do they call it? There's your privilege right there. There's your privilege. You're going to go be successful. Ninja, you're allowed to not be successful. You're allowed because your family don't have that. Your family didn't have that. It's okay to be a loser. All right. And so you be a loser. Talking about privilege. Nigerian families have this. Indian families have this. Asian family has this. Certainly white folks have this. And there are some black uppy class bougie assimilated blacks that have the same thing. Brother, it's the same thing. And you talking about privilege. Dude, these people become doctors. They don't even want to be a doctor. They don't even want to be a doctor. They're like, I want to even be a doctor. You're going to be a doctor. So think about that level of pressure in competition and success. You become a doctor and be like, I hate this shit. All right. But my family, my Nigerian family, go be like, I guess I got to be a doctor. All right. And you better figure out how to enjoy your life in this competition. All right. So anyway, or you can just rebel and be the black sheep. But sometimes, let me tell you something. If you have siblings, those siblings will follow the programming. And they'll become a doctor, a lawyer, and all of that shit. And they'll marry a nice little woman, and she'll be a nurse, and they'll play house. Now this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to become an entrepreneur. And I will find that a lot of the guys don't fail out. If they fail and flop out, they'll fail and flop out. But a lot of times these guys will become an entrepreneur, and they will go all in, ham. One of the reasons they're going ham is because their family put great pressure on them, and they didn't live up to the family's expectations. So they'll become like a Grant Cardone. They'll become like a guy who's a loser, a dropout, or maybe not a dropout, but a guy that got C's in college. But that guy will break his neck. He will own a car lot. He'll be a general manager at a car fleet. He'll do his crazy amounts of entrepreneurship. But what will happen is his family still think he's a piece of shit. So he'll out-earn all of the doctors and lawyers and everybody in his siblings. He'll out-earn them. He'll make millions of dollars, all to impress his parents that had this high expectation of him being a normie, a successful normie. And he'll make millions. And they still will be like, yeah, well, you ain't got a real job. You just on social media making millions. That ain't no real job. They still will shit on him. Now, I'm telling you, he's living a better time, but it's still in the back of his mind. He's competing with his family. He's competing for the approval of his mother and his father, who heap praise on the doctor and the lawyer and the corporate executive, the tech exec. They heap praises on them, and they bought a house. And you're like, I bought 5 houses. I bought 2 cars. They just bought a new car. What did they get? They got a Volvo. Then you like, I got a Lamborghini, a G-Wagon, a Porsche. I got all kind of shit, a BMW M5. They're like, yeah, well. That's competition, bro. But dude, don't let that drown you. But life is always competition. You're always competing for someone. You're always competing against someone. Always. And let that be your driver. But don't think that they're going to accept you even when you compete. Nah, you just a singer, all right? You ain't. But it is crazy, isn't it? It's wild as hell out here, brothers. Main event. Let's get to it right here. Diddy, Dr. Umar, all in one spot with the Notorious CGA. Okay, let's get back into this Diddy case. All right, Dr. Umar defends Diddy. Let's set it up. First and foremost, Suge Knight commenting on the arrest of Puff Daddy Diddy. He says, Suge Knight claims that the FBI slipped Ben Affleck the tapes of J-Lo from Diddy's raid, which resulted in their divorce. Oh my. Suge Knight, the former record exec and felon, they say, thinks J-Lo and Ben Affleck's rumored split is due to her being in the FBI seized tapes from the raid on the Diddy house. On his prison podcast, Collect Calls with Suge Knight, he says these tapes include footage of J-Lo from the 1999 nightclub shooting, where she allegedly lied to protect Diddy in framing the rapper Shyne. We're going to talk about him in a bit. Knight believes Affleck now has these tapes straining their relationships. Amidst Diddy's facing new allegations, rumors about Affleck and Lopez's breakup have been swirling, with Affleck reportedly moving out to his Beverly Hills home. That is an interesting angle that Suge Knight is out there having. I don't know if he has inside information or if he's just bullshitting. Is he an agent of chaos? You know, they have agents of chaos out here that basically throw people off the scent. They're designed to jump up on social media and paid and propped up by the you-know-who's. They become a puppet. And so what happens is they will throw information out there to lead you astray. Obviously, Suge Knight did the same thing in the Tupac shooting. He certainly was an agent of chaos. He knew the information. He never told it. And he allowed people to run with stories, even framing himself in order to protect the real story. All right, so who believes that? It's possible. All right, it's possible, but we don't know if that's true. All right, so let's go to the next part of the story. We got Shyne Poe. Shyne Poe, that's how I pronounce the shit. G's up, hoes down, while you MF bounce to this. All right, shout out to Shyne. This is Shyne Barrow. He is Moses Shyne Barrow. He is now a member of the, I can't remember what his job is down in Belize, but this is Shyne speaking out about the Diddy arrest. He says he destroyed my life. For context, Shyne was an 18, 19-year-old rapper on the label Bad Boy. He basically became popular because he sounded like the Notorious B.I.G. after his death. Now, he only sounded like him because of the voice and the cadence of his lyrics. But he was already signed to the label prior to Biggie's death, I believe. Maybe not. And he was present at the shooting in the 1999 shooting, nightclub shooting, where they say Diddy was the shooter. Now, that's what they say. Even the victim that got shot said Diddy was the one shooting. Now, it is also alleged that the burner was brought in by J-Lo, which women typically do. They put the gun in their purse. So Shyne was a rapper. He had already put out a single, and he was going to become big and famous under the Bad Boy label. He took the fall. He took the fall. He served 10 years in prison, and he's saying Diddy was the shooter, not me. So as you guys hear that now, let's get what Shyne has to say about this some 25 years later.
I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave, I moved on, but let us not pretend as if I was in Miami for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, I saw you spent a birthday with him once.
I
saw a birthday cake.
I went again to do a charity event for impoverished youth in London. So let us not lose sight of what the cold hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on, and for the better interest of Belize, because he was in a position at that time to give scholarships and to maybe invest. I would not deny attempting to bring the investment to Belize and to bring the contributions to education to Belize, but don't distort it as if, you know, he and I were bombale. This is someone that destroyed my life, but do I take any joy or any satisfaction with what he is going through? Absolutely not. I am different than maybe other people. No one needs to fail for me to succeed.
When he was an instrumental part of promoting you through Revolt Media.
All right, let me stop right there. Y'all did just laughing at Shyne's accent. All of a sudden, he's speaking the King's English in Me No Black Poppy. All right, yes, he had a Brooklyn accent. This tells you, I've been telling you about gangster rap for a long time, gentlemen. It is pretty fraudulent. It's like the World Wrestling Federation. For you young guys, let me show you who Shyne really is. And I love the Shyne Obama shit going around. Here we go right here. This is going to be Shyne that we know of. This is the Shyne we know about right here.
Now tell me who wanna fuck with us. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I bang and let your fucking brains hang. Snitches, fuck all of maple bitches with riches who carry 22s up in they hosiery. A black teller when my father bustin' and loaded me. Think he just finished sniffing the key and dipping the D's. Don't hate me, hate Nicky Barnes for hitting my mom's letting the condom pop.
Nigga, I was born in a drop. Coke boiling a pot. Shake the feds and bust shots at them street cops. All right, that's Shyne that we know right there on the Bad Boy label. And you can hear his voice. He does sound like Biggie, right? That's kind of how he popped off. He had a familiar cadence in the delivery and the deep voice, sounding kind of like Biggie at the end of his life. So, yeah.
A black teller when my father busted.
I mean, that's what people accused him of initially, but that's Shyne, all right, just so you guys know. And now he is a politician in Belize, and this is him now.
I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison.
All right, so there he is right there, Shyne Obama. Shout out to Shyne. He's one of my favorite rappers. All right, I love Shyne, man. Shout out to Shyne. But the accent, brother, yeah, a lot of people wasn't ready for that. A lot of people wasn't ready for that. He said that was his rapper voice. Yeah, I mean, everybody sounds American when they sing and rap. You know, that's what English sounds like. But he put on a whole facade of a kind of a Brooklyn inside gangster. But everybody knew he was a Carrie Bean. He's a carry bean. All right, but anyway, that's Shyne. Here we go. Guys, what I will tell you is rap is World Wrestling Federation. Rap is like the WWE. I wouldn't believe any of that shit. Let's continue here. That's for your health, gentlemen. That's for your mental health. Rap is not exactly real. All right, what do we got here? We have a story here. I don't know if this is true. It says the FBI is reportedly investigating the Kardashians for allegedly drugging prominent men to acquire critical documents for personal gain and blackmail. Now the Kardashians are being dragged into this. Boy, there's going to be a lot of payoffs right here. In footage obtained from Diddy's raid, Kim Kardashian is allegedly caught in activities that are expected to send shockwaves. And, well, we don't know if this is true, but of course the agents of chaos are busy. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that they were involved in some wild shit as well. Also selling pussy, allegedly. But now we have this. They're throwing us all over the place. And if Diddy knows his best, he's probably going to buy a rope at Walmart before he walked in there. And or that ninja going to snitch on everybody. All right, goodness gracious. This is going to be the biggest uncovering of information that we've ever seen. All right, so what do we got next? Diddy labeled as bad as Epstein by Homeland Security officers, calling him a serial predator. And it says right here, this is important to what Dr. Umar is going to say. The Homeland Security agents who raided Diddy Combs' Miami mansion in March of 2024 have drawn disturbing comparisons between him and the late Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
One officer involved in the raid declared to the New York Post, in my opinion, he is as bad as Epstein, returning to the notorious financier convicted of sex trafficking before his 2019 death. All right, but they said during the raid, agents discovered in Combs' home, specifically designed for sex parties he called freak-offs, these rooms were reportedly filled with sex toys, bondage equipment, lingerie draws, and hidden cameras, plus bottles of baby oil. According to the Homeland Security source, if you have these sex parties, you were being recorded from every possible angle, including angles you wouldn't have known about. Interesting. All right. Then it said the federal indictment details that many of the women at these parties were either barely legal or barely illegal. All right. The agent further explains that some victims appeared drugged and were coerced into sex acts with male prostitutes, while Combs allegedly watched and even touched himself. We have evidence that these women didn't feel like they were free to go. All right, so here we go right here. Let's stop it right there. This leads us to Dr. Umar. Now that we know possibly what might be happening behind the scenes here, and if you went to a Diddy party, you on tape. So that's why they raided it. This is what Dr. Umar has to say in defense of Diddy. Yes, in defense of Diddy.
Sean Puffy Combs' federal charges have little, if anything, to do with domestic abuse or pedophilia. His major sex crime federally is he's being accused of transporting women across state lines to engage in sex. What we call prostitution. Not Casey, not the freak-offs, not underage girls, but prostitution. Why am I bringing this up? Because I don't support prostitution either. I do not support men paying for the sugar box. I do not support black women having to sexually exploit their sugar box in order to pay their bills. With that being said, prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth. Prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth. Prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth. It is the sexual trafficking that Sean Puffy Combs is being accused of.
All right, let me stop it right here. All right, so you see where this is going. Interesting enough, I'm not sure. I didn't hear any who-ish people defending Epstein.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
So when you do have a guy right here like Diddy getting prosecuted by this, and they are probably getting testimonies and showing up with photos and still photos of shit. All right, I don't know. Somebody do want to die on this hill? I always tell you to pick a battle. Pick your battles and pick them wisely. This guy's in trouble. He's messed with the wrong people. Now, he's saying the case is about prostitution, which, yes, is sex trafficking, which I say a lot of these people were volunteers, not victims, but, of course, the Department of Homeland Security, they see otherwise. They're looking at the tapes. They're saying these women were not free to leave. Right? Andrew Tate was being accused of something similar, but he's provided evidence to say to the contrary. All right, but that's what they're getting him for. They're Andrew Tating him. And they're saying these women, even if they were prostitutes, were still drugged against their will and kept against their will. Now, Dr. Umar is saying otherwise, where they were paid to be there. And that's the source of the investigation. And it's true. All right. I don't think anybody would deny that that's a part of the deal. And they're enacting the Mann Act to go against him, which they went against Ghislaine Maxwell and R. Kelly and Charlie Chaplin and Jack Johnson and Chuck Berry and many other people. So that's what they're using. But they're also trying to use other things to be able to show that these women were against their will, which does beg the question that when people do it and it's not against their will, it's not a crime. So if you fly a woman in, while Boosie was saying flying a woman in, does that make it a crime? Possibly. But I don't think they'll prosecute you if the woman did it and it wasn't against her will, if she did it on her own volition. So if she says, yes, I volunteered for this, and yes, this happened, so I'm not going to prosecute. They may not prosecute you for that. I don't think anybody's getting prosecuted for that. So let's see what Dr. Umar has to say in addition to that. He's saying the case only has nothing to do with minors. Okay. I don't know about that. There has been indications that minors were involved. Okay. But now we're on the Free Diddy. I'm never going to be on the Free Diddy bandwagon. All right. But we're talking about there certainly are indicators that there were minors there. All right. For sure. But let's continue with Dr. Umar and let's dig deep into this pause.
Not domestic abuse, not freak-offs, not stomping out Cassie, not engaging in sex with underage women. It is interstate sexual trafficking. That is the charge.
That is the charge. I mean, that's true. Right? That is the charge. However, once they got there, were they of age? Were they of the age of consent wherever they went? That's number one. Number two, were they drugged? So anybody making this case about women, all right, they're doing this to protect women. False. I don't think they are doing this to protect women. I think they're doing this because somebody dropped a dime on Diddy. Somebody dropped a dime and they knew it. And if anybody wants to know that did Diddy get snitched on, the answer is yes. He got snitched on. Why do I say that? Because they raided his house looking for something specific. Video footage, surveillance videos. They're looking for these details. So somebody had to know that these details were there. Maybe it was Cassie. Maybe it was the the DJ, the producer, Little Rod. Somebody snitched. Maybe it was the guys that were on the tape. Maybe there were guys that were on the tape with the minors because in the Epstein tape, right, once they started investigating him, they found Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton. They found a whole bunch of people on them tapes and them still photos. All right. So, and that went bye-bye. So somebody snitched to let them know that, yes, they recorded all of these freak offs. So somebody on these tapes. Could it also have been, there was a whole people on them tapes. But the people that were involved in the lawsuit that he had against, which we'll look up here. We'll look up because people are connecting the dots. Maybe it was them people that knew they went to them freak offs and they had barely legal or barely illegal women there. And they said, hey, he's suing us, so let's drop the dime on him. Okay, so anyway, somebody dropped the dime on him right there.
Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up, please God, because when I listen to the news, they're not talking about the evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. When I listen to the news, they're not talking about the evidence of Sean Puffy Combs. When I listen to the news, I have yet to hear anybody give me a specific piece of interstate sex trafficking evidence against Sean Puffy Combs.
Let me stop him right there. All right, I disagree, Dr. Umar. There is evidence of some potential interstate sex trafficking, and I'm going to tell you right here, all right, based on what I know, if you take a person from state to state, ocean to ocean, busting nuts while the tour bus keeps coasting, shout out to AMG. If you take a person from state to state, city to city, and cross state lines, and then hire prostitutes and have a party and pay, and that is going to be sex trafficking. All right, so that would be Cassie being sex trafficked just by itself. That's all the information I have. They can charge you at that point if they believe Cassie would probably provide details to that. That would be sex trafficking. Now, I don't agree with it, but that's by the letter of the law, by her testimony. She could say, I didn't want to do it. I was only doing it for him. We did 2 lines of 2C. I did it just to please him, but I couldn't get away. That gonna be sex trafficking by itself. Now, if you involve anybody else in that, and anybody else could come and testify that that is indeed that what happened, well, you got a problem there. So I disagree with him that there's no evidence of it. Cassie has receipts from hotel to hotel. She has dates and all of that, and she has it documented in her own legal case. That would be sex trafficking by itself. Now, there's supposed to be thousands of people involved in this. Thousands of people involved in this. And so now we just know Cassie. We don't know the rest of the case. And this is funny. This is funny because I hear a lot of people defend other people and they say there's no evidence of, and I've heard no evidence. Well, here's the funny stuff. You're never going to hear the entire case being played out for you in the court of public opinion. Let's be honest. Like the feds, whoever's investigating, the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, the CIA, the DEA, they're never going to play the case out in the court of public opinion. They're never going to give you the details and evidence. They might leak some footage here and there, like the beatdown Cassie took was a purposeful leak, just to flip the support from the little bit of support Diddy had from the case dropping, the Cassie case dropping, and he still had a little bit of support. Then they released that videotape, and it was like, well, there's no more support here. I can't support this. So they purposefully leaked that just to get the people to really flip on Diddy and be like, oh, he really done. But nobody has any evidence. You don't have the evidence related to any case. So when people jump on the internet, where's the evidence? You ain't going to have the evidence. You won't know what the evidence is unless you're looking at all the investigation material, the court docs, the videotapes, whatever they have. And they will build a case. All right, so they're going to build the case. So for Dr. Umar to say, where's the evidence? Brother, you ain't part of the investigation team. I mean, you don't know nothing at this point to be able to say where's the evidence. Here we go.
I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it for the low political IQ Negroes. I'm going to say it for the average political IQ Negroes. And I'm going to say it for the high IQ Negroes. I haven't seen or heard a single piece of evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. I ain't read it in the New York Times. I ain't read it in the Philadelphia Inquirer. I ain't heard it on CNN. I ain't seen it on headline news.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the evidence will not be there. The public does not need evidence. This is why they play things out in court. So you're not going to see it on headline news or CNN or the New York Times or the Philadelphia Inquirer. We're never going to see it. And let me just be honest with you. We'll never have the details of the case unless they have cameras in the courtroom, which I will 100% bet they won't. All right. They don't want any of this information out to the normies. This is going to be a very, very graphic court case. So I'm going to bet that they don't have any cameras in the courthouse, but I may be surprised. So if you're waiting for the evidence to be presented in front of you on the mainstream normies, you're out of your mind.
Where is the evidence that Sean Puffy Combs engaged in interstate sex trafficking.
Guys, man, I think anybody at this point could be engaging in interstate sex trafficking. Somebody was mentioning if you even put a woman in the Uber and you pay for the Uber, right, and it goes 500 meters, you could be engaging in sex trafficking. I mean, sex trafficking is a very vague and loose term. It is hard to figure out what it is. Pimps are getting years, like 30 years for sex trafficking. So you can get got. Now, we don't hear these cases all the time. I try to present as many small cases that you never hear about. But guys, people are getting slam dunked on sex trafficking. They're getting dunked on sex trafficking. So you can build a case against really anybody on sex trafficking. But that's the difficulty of it. Even the JUCO and all of that shit. You can build a case for anybody on it. And he's asking for evidence. Let's continue.
I keep hearing about Cassie when I turn on the news. Why are we hearing about Cassie when Cassie has nothing to do with the federal indictment?
That's not true. All right. That is false. Oh my goodness. That's going to be false. I mean, this is a bad one. This is a bad hill to die on, bro. Cassie literally put the case in motion. All right. And they're using lots of the evidence that she provided. And she don't even have to testify at this point. Her testimony is her filing. So she certainly has something to do with it. I don't know what we missed here, but this is way off. This is a miss, a swing and a miss. She does have something to do with it. They're probably going to try to get her to testify in this case. She more likely will. And she might not even have a choice. Once you are subpoenaed, you might have to provide some information or at least be part of a deposition. She might have been part of the grand jury investigation. All right. But my goodness, she will be the main piece. She's the main chess piece regarding the sex trafficking. But I'm pretty sure there's more. Let's continue.
I don't think any black man should have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I don't think any black man needs 1,000 bottles of baby oil. But I haven't seen anywhere in federal law where owning 1,000 bottles of baby oil is a federal crime.
Well, I don't think he's being prosecuted for that. That's just more information being slipped out to embarrass him, right? To set the table and set the narrative that this guy was a predator, right? In many ways. And people had talked about it way before the Cassie case. So this is not a secret. Let's continue.
Brothers and sisters, are you with me so far?
No.
Brothers and sisters, are you with me so far?
No.
Do you understand, overstand, and understand what the most requested black scholar in the world is saying right now?
No.
Do you understand and overstand and understand what the most requested black scholar in the world is saying right now?
No.
Do you understand, overstand, and understand what the premier Pan-Africanist on the planet is saying to you right now?
No.
Baby oil is not a federal crime. Stomping out Cassie, he was not charged with a crime.
Okay, that's true. He was not charged with stomping out Cassie, although there is videotape of him stomping her out, and there is evidence that he may have purchased that from the security team and hid it away. It's not a crime he's going to be prosecuted for, but the Fedi Gov got the case now. The local jurisdiction said they did not press charges. So, yeah, I don't know, bruh. This is the wrong hill to die for, man. I'm going to tell you, bruh. This is the wrong battle. This is the wrong battle, fam. I'm going to let this shit slide.
The freak-offs are not crimes. So why do we keep hearing about Cassie? Why do we keep hearing about baby oil? Why do we keep hearing about freak-offs? Where are the federal charges, and why are the charges being sealed?
Where are the federal charges? He's been charged federally. The charges are being sealed to probably protect witnesses. I mean, I'm just throwing some shit out. I don't know. I don't have the details. I mean, I can make a whole YouTube career of getting the details. I guess I could dig them up if you want. It would require me to read a lot of documents here, but the documents are sealed, so I think it would possibly be because of witnesses. In fact, one of the reasons he was not granted bail or bond was because he could be potentially engaging in witness tampering, right? That's one of the things they're worried about. is that once he gets out, he would have enough influence money and people will still be scared of him that he could be potentially be tampering with witnesses. So, you know, since the docs are sealed, Diddy probably knows who's doing the talking, and he knows who's going to be possibly on the tapes. So that means he's out running free. Even with an ankle monitor, he'd be out here making calls and making moves and pointing fingers. All right, so anyway, I think I got some more here from this brother. He's out here giving us some enlightenment here.
Why did the feds seal the charges against Sean Puffy Combs? I'm going to tell you one reason why the feds sealed the charges against Sean Puffy Combs.
Why?
One of the biggest reasons they sealed the charges against Sean Puffy Combs is because the evidence is probably weak.
The evidence is probably weak. Okay, I mean, I'm saying I don't know. Probably because, listen, when the federal government comes with a case, we have to understand, and I showed you the data, their conviction rate is extremely high. One of the reasons their conviction rate is extremely high is because they don't bring bad cases forward. They bring slam dunks. And typically the people who are on the opposing side, they will cop a plea. They will actually plead guilty to a charge lesser than that, serve their time, and move away. They don't waste time. The federal government does not waste time. They only take the best cases. That's number one. Number two reason why they typically have a high conviction rate is because of that they don't bring weak cases. All right, they normally tighten up their case and they get people to buckle. All right, so if you do defend yourself, you're highly likely not going to beat it. There's been very few people that beat their federal government case. All right. The number one I can think of is Murder, Inc. All right, Murder, Inc. and what's the guy named? Irv Gotti. Now, Irv Gotti and Murder, Inc. beat the feds, which is a big win. They beat them. So they had a case and won, but it destroyed them. It destroyed their future. So they won and lost at the same time, but it's better than serving years in the federal pen. So there are some people that beat the federal government. All right, but once they bring a case, people normally be like, yeah, you got too much on me. Or your case too good, and you cop out. So for him to be saying, why are they bringing the case and sealing the documents? They don't have a tight case. Just give them time. They'll have a case. All right, here we go right here.
The evidence is probably weak. And
some people are saying NBA young boy. All right, so there are cases of people beating them, but it's very rare.
Because the evidence is probably weak that he is guilty of interstate sex trafficking, and because the evidence is probably weak that he is guilty of interstate sex trafficking, they had to seal the charges. They had to hide the charges from you and I. They had to hide the charges from you and I long enough for the public execution to be carried out. Sean Puffy Combs' federal charges have little, if anything, to do with domestic abuse or pedophilia. His major sex crime federally is he's being accused of transporting women across state lines.
Is he in front of his school? I think he's in front of his abandoned school right there. But yeah, I mean, these are outrageous claims at this particular point. I would have to ask why the defense of this guy. I mean, I'm not trying to say he's guilty. All right, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. All right, but you know, it is one of these things where it's like, you know, listen, what is the major defense? Is it because he's a black man, right? Are you using the black man defense that they're trying to ruin another black man? Well, I understand that. I can understand that. I would stay away from this. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. All right, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I was on the side of Bill Cosby. I thought he was getting railroaded. I thought that case was being trumped up. All right, not to say that he never drugged anybody, but I thought that even a lot of the women have come out after the fact and they had no case at all. So I was very vigilant by saying the Bill Cosby case seems a little weird to me. And as a result, he's out of prison, right? So I was somewhat right about that. There was something wrong with that case in the way it was presented and the way evidence was allowed to be presented. Diddy, on the other hand, there had already been rumors about what he was doing and also some other connections to other crimes that have been committed that he has been implicated in. He hasn't been charged with it, but he's been implicated. He's been around for 30 years. Everybody knew what he was up to. Do you think that Dr. Umar has a right to defend Diddy? All right, do you guys think Dr. Umar, and I'll put a poll up, would you defend Diddy like Dr. Umar is defending? Umar is defending. All right, there we go right there. Let's get to these super chats, man. This is wild. What a wild time. All right, poll is up right there. Or would you be defending Diddy right now? Would you be openly coming out? And for what reason? I would love to know for what reason. The only thing I would defend Diddy is saying he's innocent until proven guilty. All right, that's my only defense. Innocent until proven guilty. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. But to say he's a victim of something, somebody brought up the case, the lawsuit. Let me see if I can pull this up. All right, we're going down a rabbit hole here. All right, and then all of a sudden, I'll have a federal case. All right, here we go right here. All right, so this is the lawsuit that people are talking about here. This is of, let's see if I can pull this up. You won't see a good picture of it, but this is reported by the AP and reported on January 16th, 2024. So this is almost a year ago. All right, we're talking about 9 months ago. And it says right here, Sean Diddy Combs and the Diageo, if I'm pronouncing it right, settled their lawsuit. And it says right here, withdraws lawsuit in case that accuses Diageo of racism. Somebody get the pronunciation of that company for me. So this is the lawsuit that they think made Puffy really go backwards here. This is, again, January 16, 2024. When was the Cat Williams interview? Where was the Cat Williams interview? Because he called it, everything will be exposed in 2024. All right, 10% of people are with this defense. It says rapper and entertainer Diddy Combs has withdrawn his lawsuit against the company as part of a settlement with the London-based Spirit Company, and they have now agreed to resolve all disputes between them, the two parties said in a statement. And it says, hold up. The company is now the sole owner of Ciroc Vodka and De Leon Tequila, two brands Combs had promoted in the past and has no business relationship with Combs going forward. Just so you guys know, a lot of people thought that Sean Combs owned Ciroc. All right, so this is a lot of things being exposed and shown for you. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. Did you guys think that that was his own personal brand, Ciroc, that he owned it, that he cultivated, created it? He came up with the taste. He came up with the mixed batch. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of people that are said to be a part of something don't actually own it. You might be a marketing brand deal. A lot of people, and somebody give me the name of this. If I come up, let's just say I came up with a dry rub. If I came out with a dry rub for my ribs, do you guys know that there's already people that actually have dry rubs that I can just sign a brand marketing deal and I can put my picture, my face, I can take pictures and say, I can say, this is my dry rub, right? This is mine. And everybody can be like, Coach came up with something, but there's already brands that have things that you could just slap your face in. Not technically a brand ambassador. There's another name for this. There's another name for this where I think like you basically just take something that's always been produced and you become the owner of that. You just basically take it, but you might not even own it or own a piece of it. It's Diageo. Shout out to you. Label slapping is the name of it, but there's other names for it where Black Label. That's the name of it. Black or White Label. That's the name I was looking for. Thank you for the guys. Brand ambassador, but Black Label. So white labeling, you basically have a label on it and you basically take the label off and put your label on it. All right, but you never came up with the recipe, the ingredients. You never came up with the taste or any of that. So you just basically white label, black label it. A lot of people on social media do this. All right, so they will say, I came up with X, Y, and Z. Well, all they did was just remove the label and put their label on it. Right? That's all that happened. And that is happening all along. And you might think that this person owned it, came up with it, cultivated, but they only own a percentage of it or anything like that. Same with clothes. Same with clothes. This is my clothing line. And they just black labeling it or white labeling it. Is it black or white? All right, I don't know. But Sean Combs, it says right here, he signed a deal to promote Ciroc in 2007, and then he purchased De Leon with Diageo in 2013. And he says the neglect worsened after the company bought 2 competing tequila brands. So he signed a promotional deal, then purchased something, a part of it, in 2013, but that company then bought 2 competing tequila deals, which were Don Julio in 2014 and Casamigos in 2017. So then Diddy's like, wait a minute, you're boxing me out. Then the company owned more than 200 brands, including Guinness Beer and Tanqueray Gin. Holy mackerel. All right, so this is a large company. All right. Yeah, the George Foreman grill is an example of white labeling. Even Hulk Hogan said they tried to get him first and he declined it. But George Foreman is an example of this white labeling, if you will. All right, so the product was already done and finished. They just needed a brand ambassador. They just needed a name. All right, so yeah, looks like the company then, you own 200 brands. I don't know why he's pissed, but he's basically saying I'm going to lose value. So they boxed him out. Very clever way to box him out. Basically devalue his company. And they devalued this company after he bought into it. All right, so that's pretty clear. All right, that's what he was pissed at. He signed a deal to promote it. Then he bought it, and then they immediately bought 2 competing brands. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, I would be pissed off too. All right, that definitely is a messed up situation. And then he alleged that the company was engaging in racism. In court filings, Combs said the company's leadership told him race was one of the reasons it limited distribution to urban neighborhoods. Well, I'm going to tell you. That brand probably was going to urban neighborhoods anyway. So I don't know if he has a case there. And then he claims he was also told that the leadership resented him for making too much money. Well, you uppity nigger. Yeah, I mean, he has a case there. They denied these claims in a legal filing. They accused Combs of resorting to false and reckless allegations in an effort to extract additional billions from the company, a.k.a. pick your battles. All right, pick your battles, you uppity nigger. All right, that's basically what they said right there. And so now this is the connection people are making to why his lawsuit is now happening. Do you agree? So we got most people agreeing with Dr. Umar. Not most. We have 10% of people or 11% of people agreeing with Dr. Umar. Let me stretch this out a little bit more. Do you think, let me end the poll. Shout out to the 11% of people that are riding with Diddy right now. Hopefully you guys are going to be on the right side of history. Do you think this lawsuit was a result? Do you think this lawsuit led to Diddy's issues? He pissed off the wrong people. Go ahead and vote that on the poll, and I'll do the super chats. That is the main event. Let's get to these super chats right here. We're going to get closer to the weekend. Do you think this lawsuit that Diddy was trying to get money, do you think they turned on him? Do you think they exposed him? Do you think they said, hey, you did us like this and tried to drag and extort us for billions of dollars, additional billion, as they say? Oh, man, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. So people are connecting the dots. Hey, by the way, I'm just reporting over here. I'm just reporting. New world order. All right, here we go right here. We got our brother. Did I get shot X? By the way, Andy Dalton, I don't know how old he seems like he's been in the NFL for 20 years. So I think the Panthers I don't know. He might come out here slanging that thing. Pause. Okay.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
All right. Jabman says you stated that most men, especially Gen Z, will never and not choose marriage, but I think that most will opt to be under females and have baby mama drama than living the free agent lifestyle. I agree. Yeah. All right. Yep. I think so. I agree with it. Most men may not get married, but you will have a girlfriend. You will live up under a female, and you will have baby mama drama because men want to have babies. Shout out to MC Hamster. Diddy left the country after getting raided by the feds. He was out. Why would he come back? These charges are a smokescreen for some deal that Diddy felt good enough to come back stateside. Well, there's already a person already saying that they have the fake Diddy in the jail right now. It's not the real Diddy. But I don't know what he did with his fingerprints, but I don't know what's going on there. Well, why would he come back? That's an interesting question. I mean, but I came back. I mean, they was going to eventually get him. And if he wants to prove his innocence, he has to be able to not be fleeing. Once you flee, you're guilty. Once you flee, you're guilty. I mean, even OJ, they still hold that against him. Why did he run? Well, sometimes I'm scared, Ninja. I don't want to be in the jail. All right, if I think the case is going to be against me, I'll run. He could have ended up in Bali, but he came back. All right, he came back. But yeah, man, I would have got the fuck up out of there too. Grand jury. All right, let me hop the plane. But where can he go? Where can he go? He can't really go far. I mean, they're going to find him. And all of that shit. And Russell Simmons says, don't come over here. All right. Because he called a Russ. He was like, I'm coming to Bali. He said, hell no. All right. Well, Russell Simmons claims that he's comes back in and out of the United States and he hasn't been arrested yet. All right. All right. But, don't bring the heat over here is what Russell said. So he said, don't come to Bali. Andrew Tate said, don't come to Transylvania. And don't come to Dubai. Dubai said, don't come here, my ninja. Ninja got left with Venezuela and Cuba. And he was like, oh, fuck it. Russia. Ninja was going to Siberia. He was going to end up where Brittany Griner was at. All right, anyway. All right, Ninja coming over here next to me. All right, nope. Like if you had some heat and you was actually able to escape the heat and then somebody else was like, I'm coming to rest with you. Don't come with me, bro. The civilized savage Diddy will meet the same fate as Epstein because Diddy knows too many secrets of too many powerful people. Diddy served the disgusting appetite of powerful people for decades. Shit. Yes, man. Sadly enough, I don't even want to say it, but wealthy people, as much as people want to become wealthy and we look at wealth as a thing to chase, when you're wealthy and powerful, you do some things that normies don't do. And one of them, unfortunately, has been proven, is that they will pay top dollar to be with what you would call children or minors. Like, they're going to do it. Now, not all wealthy people, right? But it is proven that that's part of the thing. You know what I mean? Like, you're wealthy, you're like, you know what I mean? You got money hand over fist. So you will go over there and what you got the 16-year-olds, where they at? All right, 14 and where they at? Like, there's people that are doing it. So that is, that's something that's been proven. So if Diddy been around in the industry for some 30 years and that's what he was setting up, that's what they were saying he set up, opportunities for men to take their pleasures out on boys and girls or young people and minors. I mean, that's what they're alleging he provided. So now, who else is on that list is the question. All right, who else is on that list? That is the question. All right, so he said the nanny goat activities. New world order. That's what comes with being powerful, politicians. That's what comes with it. It's offered to you. It's literally offered to you. Like, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure, like, have you ever been in a situation, y'all been outside, and Coke is offered to you. You just chilling, and the dude come up, hey, you want to party? I got the 2-seat. I got the white lines. Or they be like, hey, we having a party. We having one of these parties, and we doing X, Y, and Z. They have X, Y, and Z. We gonna have girls. We gonna have this, and we gonna have the, you know what I mean? We gonna have them young girls. We gonna have them young boys. And you be like, if you want that, unfortunately, people want that. He says, I'd rather be called a trick. Unfortunately, people want that. And they ain't going to never stop wanting it. So, like, the law ain't going to stop them. Anyway. Shout out to our brother RMS. Says, the other day at work, I just overheard a mother talking about her daughter, saying her daughter knows that the guy is married and that the daughter thinks he's going to leave his wife. And the mom thinks the daughter is naive. Yep, it ain't happening. All right, it ain't happening. The mother, the whoever's having that affair, he ain't leaving that affair. It doesn't even make sense to have that, to leave a wife for a younger woman. It's just too expensive. The contractor says launching some pesos from across the border, Cartello style. Shout out to you. And let me make sure I acknowledge anybody that has contributed, meaning sponsored or co-sponsored. Not many, but I appreciate y'all. Yeah, man, it's a part of the deal. It's a part of the deal, and it ain't never going away. I think that, it's a reality. It's a sad reality for people. There are people being victimized as a result of this, but it is what it is. Ooh-wee. He said, Puff Cosby. Shout out to Miles Murrow, says, there's no defending Diddy. However, I would defend Deshaun Watson. Bro is still getting extorted. Yeah, Deshaun Watson case, that's another case that I'm like, I roll my eyes at. Because those, once you get to that case, like there's people that thought Deshaun Watson had no defense. But if you look into that case, a lot of those women were clearly volunteering, and they were clearly continuing to associate with Deshaun Watson. And after the alleged events that they were alleging, there's messages that show the women were still trying to sell him some pussy. Like, you got to be like, wow. They still were contacting him. Can I see you? Can I massage you? Do you need a massage? Like, they still were contacting the guy. So he got, well, that was another situation of uppity nigger. Uppity nigger. See, in America, and it doesn't matter if you're black or not. I'm just saying you. But black men have to understand that you ain't ever going to be the top. In America, you're never going to be the top of the food chain. Like, there's some people at the top that you never got. I don't care how many billions and how many Diddy bops and how many videos and how many people. There's some people in silence and violence. There's some people in the shadows. There's some people that you ain't never heard of. There's some people that own 200 companies. 200 companies. Okay. Yeah, Deshaun Watson, the classic case. Oh, uppity nigger. So he pissed off all them oil rig owners, allegedly. He pissed off all them people that own all them oil rigs and they own football teams for hobbies. Oh, what? You gonna hold out? Okay. You gonna hold out? You holding out the whole football year? For what? Okay, guess what? You wanted a couple extra million? You gonna be light a couple extra million. All right, we gonna get all your money. Okay? Don't let your head get too big out here. All right, they can end you today. They can make you disappear. All right. Oh, you going to hold out the season for a contract? Yeah, you're going to be sitting out a couple of seasons and you're going to be light in your pockets. All right, real quick. All right. So it's one of those things that you guys got to realize at the end of the day, and you can cry about it and kick and scream. Go somewhere else if you want that. But in this world, in this country, there have been people that have been on the top. Their family's been on the top for 100 plus years. And they ain't never coming down, not for no uppity nigger. All right, not for no uppity nobody. Not for no new money ninjas. All of us podcasters and shit like this, you making some money and you made more money than you ever made in your life in 1 month. All right, and you think it ain't going to end and nobody can stop you and you can say what you want to say. Okay. All right? Yeah, keep up. Keep it up. You'll be a billionaire one day and you'll be impoverished the next day. Look at Kanye West, Tiger Woods. They will strip you of your money and your dignity and pride. Now, if you don't like that and you're going to fight that and you're going to stand and fight on that hill, more power to you. Or you can pick your battles. Right? You can pick your battles because they can get your ass. There's people that have been prominent members of society, greater society. Their families have been on top for decades, for centuries. They've been on top. If you want to fight that battle, bruh, them people can put your ass, they can make a media campaign on your ass with falsehoods and destroy your shit. All right, destroy you real quick. All right, make it so you can't come out here real fast. They can just deplatform you, destroy you, have a whole marketing campaign on you, and it's over. All right, quick. So don't get too uppity. And you won't even know. He says, don't fight it. No, I'm telling him to fight it. He has to fight it. But what I'm saying is, by the time you fight it and get your justice, the damage will be done. The damage is going to be done. All right. So just like Irv Gotti, he fought, he won. They don't have an opportunity to make any more money. Okay. So you can fight it. You can win. You can defend your honor. You should defend yourself. But they will tear your ass up. They will make sure banks, you can't open no bank accounts. They will make it, they will circle the wagons on you real fast. They know what to do. They know what plugs to pull. And when I say they, you know who they is. They know what plugs to pull. All right, they'll just yank plugs out and make it difficult for you. All right, now you can't pay your mortgage or your rent, and now you got bigger problems. Hey, you can't collect money to help with your defense. By the way, I always say child support kind of works the same. They make it so they handcuff you so you can't defend yourself. It is a very way to handcuff you legally because they got your bank accounts. They got access to them. They can really put liens and levies on you. And then you can't build enough money because they know how much money you get. They'll just modify your child support and take all that gain away. So you got to learn how to build money underneath the system to be able to defend yourself. By the way, when they put a lawsuit on you, one of the first things they do is make sure you spend as much money before you even get to court. Okay, so this game is really not about did he do it, did he not do it. It's not really about innocent and guilty. It's about the system. The law game is a different game. So they will make sure you spend up all your money before you even get to court on day one. That's what they did. That's how Donald Trump is getting treated. They're making him spend his money. Right? They're emptying his wallet. And that has drastic effects. They're taking away his wealth. All right? By putting $100 million to this woman and making them spend and hiring 16 lawyers and deal with 5 cases. They're just taking his money out of him. All right? So that at some particular point, he'll give up and won't defend himself. He'll drop out of the race. He'll say it ain't worth it. Okay? And then they do what? He's a felon. He's a criminal. So they got the reputation. They got the media spin doctors. Right? So, you know, his reputation is ruined. But as he seems to not care. All right? He seems to not care. But that's what they doing to him. Make him spend his money, waste his money, distract him, pin charges on him, and or create a narrative about him. Then make him try to quit and give up. Blah, blah, blah. Then try to shoot at him. I mean, you piss off the wrong people here, they will go to great lengths to embarrass you real quick. And so then people say things like, yeah, what about these people? Well, they didn't piss off the wrong people. They didn't piss off the wrong people. Somebody said Hugh Hefner. He did not piss off the wrong people. When you piss off the wrong people, they go after you. When you protect the people's secrets, you're good. This is not a game of really race. It's about understanding what's up here. You're only can get so high. You're only going to get so high. There's people above you that can really mess you up. All right. And it's a messed up game. Shout out to our brother Joshua Moon says the proper term is ninja labeling. All right. Ninja labeling. All right. When they're done with you, they're done with you. When I say they. And if you, anyway. Shout out to John Down says, what was Ebony K's cooking? What was Ebony K cooking in that kitchen? Shout out to Ebony K. Ebony K, come see your boy. Shout out to ID Money says, the ink only won because the feds really went after, or they wanted Supreme. So they were intimidating them to get to somebody bigger. And he says, damn, 100K baby oil bottles, he says, must was slip and slide party. All right, there is some broken English there. Must have been a slip and slide party. Yeah, 100 baby oil. Somebody said, what do you need baby oils for? I don't know this for a fact, but if you're going up the Duke shoot, you're gonna need some lube. All right, so you do need lubricant as an example. And typically, if you rub it all over your body, it makes things slip and slide a little bit better, and it's a little bit cheaper than KY, which they found in there as well. So, not something that I'm gonna talk about or address. But you can get in the Duke shoot a little bit easier if you have a Vaseline and body oil, and then you put it all over your body, shit just be slippery. But hey,
yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
All right, little bit too much information, but you know, he says no condoms though. Yeah, bro. I mean, black man in the suburb says, man, this ninja Umar probably on them tapes. I've never seen anyone defend someone this hard unless they have something to hide. He says, for years, this information has been out there, but that ninja defending him like his life is on the line. Possibly. We know there's a couple of other ninjas on that videotape. All right, but they quiet as a church mouse pissing on cotton right now. All right, they are. He says, not a single condom found. Guys, man, these parties, these things, I don't want to be cringy here, but a lot of people think that people are doing their due diligence to be safe as they can with sex. Now, I'm not going to say or reveal anything about myself, but sometimes that's not happening, especially even at these parties. There's people that will select and elect to participate in some raw shit. So does the freak offs get really freaky? The freak offs can get freaky, but watch out. He said TD Jakes. I'm not saying TD Jakes is on the videotape, but TD Jakes has been suspiciously at some of the places where Diddy be at. All right, so yeah, TD Jakes might want to be shuffling for a little bit. TD Jakes is definitely shuffling. All right, if anybody wanted to know, TD Jakes was out there showing T. So he got to be nervous right now. And I don't think he got enough money to pay himself out of it. All right, but let's see where TD Jakes was out here dancing with Diddy. All right, do we have images of TD? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. All right, TD Jakes is about to, yeah, my ninja. You got some explaining to do. I don't know. Maybe he was counseling on religion or something. Possibly. Could he be counseling him on some religion? Maybe they were praying together. All right, but yeah, maybe he swallowed it up. Let me see. There is people are talking about Jay-Z. People are talking about Jay-Z and stuff. I'm not even want to talk about Jay-Z. Let me see. I guess there's some videos of him dancing with a gay guy. All right, I don't want to show that. But they got him. There's him again with Puffy. There's him again with Puff. And yeah, his entire family. So, and somebody said, look at the hand signs. Yeah, people are talking about the hand signs related to possible, people do this and they break down these hand signs that they're intentional pledges to the nanny goat. I'm not big on the hand sign thing because, you know what happens? I mean, listen, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but you know what tends to happen is people mimic the hand signs. So we see our favorite rappers do it, and then, or our favorite people do it, and then we mimic them in our photos. All right, so we'll stand like this, right? When we're taking a picture, we'll be doing like this, or rubbing our hands, or we'll tend to do things like, you know what I mean, and be doing some shit like this. They'll be like, take a picture, and you show up, right? Or you cover the eye. All right, people accuse me of that. CGA, the Illuminati. I'm like, shit, if I was, they ain't sent me a paycheck. Shit. If I was part of the Illuminati, all right, Ninja, because I got a picture of me doing like this, but my eye is covered. They like, CGA, Illuminati confirmed. I'm like, Ninja, I'm missing my paycheck if they didn't send me the money. If I kissed an nanny goat. What am I missing? Where does the check come in? I definitely ain't got no access to no legal or barely legals. What happened? All right, anyway. So I think people mimic signs, or they don't know what to do with their hands. Also, people throw up signs in the subliminals. They throw up ill subliminals. So that could be the case here. All right, I think we wrapped it up. So you know what time it is? It's time to wrap it up. It's the weekend. Everybody get their bail money ready. And keep it separate from your beer money. Don't put your drug money in your sock. Everybody go ahead and get some exercise in. We got 100 push-ups and 100 squats today. And we got a 1.5 mile walk at least every day this weekend. Wear your condoms. Check for IDs at all times with the JUCOs. And also protect your neck like inspect the deck. All right, we got to do it out here. And did y'all see Kamala Harris's neck? Maybe we'll do that next week. Watch the replays. Subscribe to all my channels. And I'm going to be busy this weekend. Appreciate y'all for giving me a great week. And I appreciate all the support. Happy birthday to all the Coach Gang members. And ladies, send me some feed pictures. Meow in the comment section because we going big and bad. All right, shout out to y'all.
What's up, nigga? What's up for the weekend, nigga?
And
where the white women at?
Find you a flatback for the Pro Blacks. Pro Blacks get you a flatback for the first time. You'll never go back. Shout out to the Coach Gang. We out of here. Peace.
Vibe blowing at the jack, got the loud jumping at the pack. Everything I'm on slack. Everything I do is got the band jumping at the bag. Vibe blowing at my jack, got the loud jumping at the pack. Everything I'm on slack.
Maybe look at the Zillion. This would be the first.
They wild, I think.
I'm innocent.
Bro, you hear that guy?